Good evening. Welcome back. Small group that's here tonight. Simon the Sorcerer, a point-and-click adventure game on DOS, because it felt like a DOS game. And, you, Nico, welcome. We'll see, we got a pretty small group here now. Good evening, Sukra. Just two of you so far. We'll see if more people join in or not, but I feel like a DOS game this week, so, but I was gonna say, how are you guys doing? I know, Sukra, you're working hard now on your video, so, and Zoe's here. She's ready. She's ready for old school point-and-click adventure games. And I'm not sure if how many of you are familiar with this particular game. So this is like, deep 90s, right? And we had, LucasArts was, well, 93. LucasArts had just launched a ton of different point-and-click adventure games. You had Sierra, of course, with a long lineage at this point. I think we talked about it before, I always tend more to the LucasArts side of the house, if you will, because I just like that style of game more than I like the Sierra games. Not saying anything bad with Sierra games. I just prefer kind of Monkey Island, Sam Max and Dave Tentacle, and all those are just fantastic. So, so there was a company called AdventureSoft. I think they were based in Britain, unless they still around. Yeah. Let's see, P.O. Box, Sutton Coldfield, West Midlands. But yeah, AdventureSoft UK Limited. So it is a UK-based company. I'm not sure if they're still around, but they started making some adventure games, and especially Simon the Sorcerer. Now, I think they're rebooting it or restarting it. There's a new game coming out called Simon the Sorcerer Origins. I don't know much about it except it's hand-drawn, and good evening, welcome. And it's kind of like, a modern interpretation of it. We'll see how that pans out, because there's been a couple of reboots, even Pixel. Sorry, there's definitely pixels in this game, just not any rendered ones. You scared my cat, see? She's shaking. Yep, shivering in your boots. God morgon. God morgon, Henke. Very early. Ini, my boy, welcome. Cat, don't walk on the keyboard to turn off the stream. There we go. So, all right. See you, Sukra. So there were, a lot of different competitors or different adventure games that tried to come out. I mean, there's some that were good, some that were probably not as good. Some that come to mind that I know had successful ones would be like, Gabriel Knight series. You had the Broken Sword series, things like that. There was a lot of good adventure games that popped in, but they didn't make many of these. So there's 1 and 2. So this is Simon Sorcerer 1. There's a sequel that just basically the same style, pixel DOS game. The third one was 3D. I never played it. I heard it's pretty mediocre. Like anything else that switched to 3D, it just had a hard time. But this is a very classic, verb-driven, with the point-and-click interface, 90s adventure game. And it follows the LucasArts mold very well in the sense that there's no game over screens. You can't die in this game. So you can kind of experiment. There's a lot of traveling, walking around to find stuff to do. This is the full talkie version on CD, which has full voice soundtrack. Now, the drawback with the full voice soundtrack is you cannot turn on the text. They remove the text for some inexplicable reason. So I have it turned up to the point where hopefully we can hear the dialogue. If you can't hear it, let me know. It's also very, very British. And a lot of the voices are very, very British sounding. It's a little like playing Monty Python for a while there, but I enjoyed the heck out of this game when I was younger. It's really fun. The humor is really fun. It pokes fun at almost everything that's fantasy. There's Lord of the Rings stuff in there if we get that far. So I haven't played this game for years. I beat this game when I was young, and I actually got all the way through it. I think there's one spot I got stuck in that was really weird. I had to wait for a magazine. Back in the day when you got stuck in a game, you couldn't just Google it or GameFAQ it. You had to wait for a magazine or something with a walkthrough to come out, and that's what happened with this one. And I got past at one point and then continued. So, unless it was Simon Sorcerer 2, I don't remember. Anyway, it's a great game, ton of fun humor, delightful pixel artistry and everything. And no, I don't think it is. Even Revenant, I don't think it is Scum. This is not related to the Scum engine at all. And it's completely proprietary as far as I know, unless it used it, but because this was on Amiga. That was probably the one that, I saw at first. It was even a CD32 title, believe it or not. But yeah. I'm trying to remember what else about this game. But yeah, it's unique in the sense that it tried to do something different. So unfortunately, like was the case for many of these things when I was a kid, is that I don't know what I did with the manual, and I took it out and read it somewhere, and I never put it back in. So I have a registration card. yeah, you can get a stuck on Simon the Sorcerer. You can get £5. I enclose check postal order for $5, or please charge my Access Visa card number, and then you can get a guide to how to get through the game. 1993. So it is right in the middle. So I think Day of the Tentacle and Sam Max, Great Adventure, and all those came out in 93, right? So it's just in the middle of that. And it doesn't have that extreme charm that the kind of almost hand-drawn style that LucasArts had at the time. But pixel artistry in this is really, really good. It has a long intro and stuff like that too. And again, full talkie. It's all streamed from the CD, really, the game. The game is executables are running from the hard drive, but the rest is run from the CD because it's talkie and no one wanted to do a full install, right? So there's many times you may see the character pause. It's actually waiting for the CD to spin up. So we're playing this on the Pentium 166, which is definitely too fast for this game, but it runs fine. It requires a 386, 1 megabytes of RAM, VGA or MCGA, a sound card, CD-ROM drive, and mouse. So it's not a very demanding game, but I mean, it's a point-and-click adventure game. It's not exactly advanced graphic, but it's just delectable pixel artistry in this game, as we'll see. It does support the MT32 for general MIDI. But I opted to stick with the Soundlaser sound because that's what I played it through, and that's the most nostalgic for me. I'm sure it sounds really good with MT32, MT32 emulation in my case, but I'm going to run with the standard Soundlaser sound because it's more like how you would have probably experienced the game back in the day. So we're just going to launch the game after going to the DOS prompt. There we go. And it looks, you're trying to collect that's a hard one to collect or get a hold of. Per pixel 2D rendering here, right? It just launches the game, and it has a long intro sequence between just delightful MIDI music. The problem is, I think that the MIDI music is really quiet. We'll see here how it is compared to the sound effects. The sound effects are really loud. Yeah. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to skip all the way through here. I had turned it down. I'm going to go into the control panel on my machine before we get into the game and turn up the SB16 mixer set. I'm going to turn off MIDI to max and then save that. And then we'll try that again. I think that otherwise there's no control options in the game. Yeah, there we go. Now the MIDI is a lot louder without being ridiculous. Which, you still might feel hard to hear that, but it is just the sound effects are just brutally loud. So, I suppose I could turn down wave sound, huh? Let's try that. I should have tried this before the stream, but I thought I had it dialed in, but such is part of retro. I'm gonna turn down mixer set, and we'll turn down the, I guess that's just voice. Turn on at least one notch. Let's try that. Let's see. And now we'll try it. Alright, we're gonna play it now. Playing the game. First try. Just gonna let it run now, and then we'll see how the game gets as we get into it. So it's got a delightful intro sequence here with the credits, where he does a little magic, and the character in question, of course, is Simon the Sorcerer. As you can see, he is a sorcerer, and his name is Simon. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's better. Then I can turn up the
For my first trick, pulling the dog out of the hat. Thank you, Chippy. Now for some credits.
Of course, now the voice is quiet. My goodness.
Impressed, eh? Well, watch this.
Alright, fine. We'll assume the music is quieter, because otherwise I don't think we can hear the voice, so just can't win. It's really annoying that they have no controls of that in here at all. I think that comes from just it being originally a ported game from everything else, so. Alright, I'm going to leave the voice here. MIDI is maxed out, and we'll just run it that way, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think it's you can hear it fine. The problem is I think that there's a lot of really thick British accents as you get later on, and if it's not fairly loud, I think, to talkie, then it's going to be really hard to hear what they're saying. I wish there was text. I rely on text a lot in games now anymore. So we'll see how it is now. We'll let her ride. That's loud.
For my first trick, pulling the dog out of the hat.
It's like the sound
Thank
effects
you, Chippy.
are
Now for
loud,
some credits.
and then the voice is somewhat loud. So I wish I had a control panel in here you can do stuff, but here we are.
Now watch this.
And
Let me try that again. The
there's
one
just something
never
charming
fails.
with the late DOS games, right? And this is late-ish. I mean, it's
I'm
93,
getting the
right? So it's not
idea,
late per
and
se,
now for my next trick.
but just
Oh well, back to the old drawing board.
like how much character they portrayed in just
Pretty
as
good,
little
huh?
information.
I'm entirely self-taught, you know. I can't believe you've watched this far.
And I'm not sure what else they made Adventuresoft from this era. This is the only one that I know of, really.
I
They
would've
did.
skipped
They
through
may
it
have a
by
lot of
now.
games too, but Simon's Sorcerer 1 and 2 are the only ones I'm really aware of. And
I
if
can
you haven't,
smell burning.
played
Hang
it,
on.
of course, now you're going to hopefully see quite a bit of the game tonight.
Ooh. I'd like to see you do better.
It's just, I really enjoy when you have point-and-click adventure games that have no
I wonder
fail
if I can
states,
find
because
a
it lets you
better dog
experiment.
in here.
That's always the thing that makes me
Wow.
afraid. And yes, it's a game from the 90s. That always makes me afraid with the
I
Sierra
didn't even
games,
have
because you
time to
sneeze
get
and
a
you
phone
die in those
number.
games. That's always a little annoying.
And now, for all you traditionalists, knocks them dead every time.
And so I only ever played the talkie version of this. This is my
Now for the
original
woman
copy.
again.
Unfortunately, I misplaced the CD as well. So this is the Exodus one. I burned. Oh, hello. I burned the Exodus version here, and it's running from the CD. So that's an option. It will work just fine on original hardware. But I have misplaced my original
Never
CD.
mind. I
I am
like
going
a
back to
woman with
Sweden, going
spirit.
home now in November by myself. And I'm going to dig through all my stuff again to see what I can find, including potentially bringing back my original Pension 3 500 that I played everything on back then. Unfortunately, I don't think I still have the video card or anything like that in it. It's probably just a basic one, but I might try and drag that back to America so I can mess with it. Now begins the story. Simon is a typical British teenager. Yeah, and that's kind of how they acted, right? And it makes me think of the Discworld a little bit too. Those games,
This
Discworld 1 and 2.
homework is really bugging me. I think I'll find the dog and put it in the dryer again.
Simon is not a nice character, not at all. But look at that. You never return to this room, I think, here, and look at that pixel artistry in that room. But yeah, you know, it's got that very
So
distinct.
that's where you are. What's this?
Find a
Ye
spell book.
oldie spell bookie. What a load of old rubbish.
Yeah, this was out on Amiga, then yeah, CD32 even. I don't know what else it was ported on. And then PC, of course, but floppy and CD version. So yeah, this literally has a little sticker that says full talkie soundtrack up here to denote the such. I might as well walk through the portal.
Okay, Gobbos, this magic paper bring food. I thought I heard something.
I think I was in
And a
a
ziggy,
Monty
and a
Python
ziggy,
phase at this era
and
too
a
when I
zongy,
played this game,
and a zungy.
so that made it even more fun.
Huh?
Hi, how do you do?
Lunchtime! Not much meat on him.
I just remember a friend of mine had just a blast finding all the, you know, it's like all those adventure games, like as you progress, you know, unlock or find more and more stuff that's super fun to hear, especially here when it was talkie version. Fortunately, it was coming into the age of playing these. And yes, that awful noise is in there. Coming into these games in the CD era mostly. So we're getting these adventure games in the talkie versions, or the CD version in this case.
Dear
Simon the
Simon,
Sorcerer, I think, came
I
out
am
earlier.
pleased to announce that you have been chosen from literally hundreds of hopeful candidates to perform a death-defying but extremely worthwhile quest, for which you
Do
will
we
be
have
rewarded
FPS?
quite
Yes.
a lot. All you have to do is rescue me from the hands of the evil sorcerer Sordid. Feel free to use my extremely valuable spellbook and dog to assist you. Look forward to seeing you soon. Wish you were here. Love and kisses, Calypso, Grand High Wizard of the village of Fleur-de-Lis. P.S. Before you can use the spellbook, you must become a wizard. There are some wizards hanging around in the local tavern who can help you. P.P.S. Use this magic postcard and map to help you.
So, the general premise here is that you're Simon.
Oh, great. I'm stuck here in this stinking world in these stinking clothes and not a pizza bar in sight. Lucky this is just a dream, or I'd be really worried.
So yeah, he's a teenager that gets pulled into a magical portal, and now he is in Adventure World. And as you can see, this is very reminiscent of LucasArts games, right? It uses a similar verb interface where you decide what to do. You have to use the right verb to interact with things. Picking up inventory and items and stuff. The thing that I think is really funny is that
Oh, look. There's a pair of scissors in here.
everything you pick up... Oh, I want to pick up... where's the... Pick up scissors. He puts in his hat. The hat is what holds the inventory. Is there a spell book here? What's a magnet? Let's get that. Like any of these games, the objective is basically just, pick up items and keep looking for stuff. Like that. Can I open the fridge?
The door appears to be stuck shut.
Oh, no. That worked great, yeah. There's probably one of those here, too. We, talk to Doggy.
I haven't got the heart to wake him.
Is there a spell book? Look at wizard stuff.
It must be Calypso's junk. What would I want with that pile of junk?
And it's like many of these games here, it's like you basically just gotta hover over to find the things you need to do, right? I thought I needed to pick up a spell book, but I don't see it here. Yeah, this game, I don't know if it's this game or the second one. This one has a really, really weird solution towards the end. I'm not sure we'll get that far tonight, but there's a point where we have to get past a troll. And the troll, or goblin, or whatever it is, can see you, smell you, and hear you when you walk past. So any of those things will trigger it to wake up and scare you off. And you can't die, so it just scares you off. So you get the one ring, actually, and I believe you use that to walk past invisibly. Second off is that you smear yourself in like goblin spit or something like that to... and that might be the second game now that I think about it, I'm not sure. But anyway, you smear yourself in goblin spit so you can't be smelled. And then I got stuck there, like I can't walk past. He wakes up every single time, he can hear me and chases me off. And I spent so long trying to figure out what to do there. And I think eventually one of the local Swedish gamer magazines had like a walkthrough, and I'm like, what is it? What is it? And I looked through. What you need to do was wear dog. And he picks up the dog and says, "Oh, time for a bit of magic." And he transforms the dog into slippers. You put on the dog and you walk past, no problem. Like, basically it's total experimentation, and you just got to try everything at that point. All the weird verbs you don't expect to work, and that might be what works, right? So, anyway. As you see the idle animation, he pulls out a Walkman. But I just love the little flourishes that are everywhere. There's so much little character in it, so... Evening, Alex. Thanks for slamming that like button. I appreciate it, so have a good night. Look at these lovely flowers here in the pixel art here. I think I managed to get just the right aspect ratio and everything capturing this. DOS games are always a little tricky because they don't scale correctly, if you will, but very, very charming and very British. I mean, it's like a cottage and everything, right? So we're going to walk around. Let's see, actually, do I need to walk behind the cottage first? Go look there first. There's a lot of stuff to pick up and find and do, and one of the first objectives in the game here now is just to find all the items you need and stuff, so... That's right, I think you grow something here later in the compost. Look at that, it's just a little stream running there, and it's just the graphics are just delightful. And again, I don't know. I mean, it must be a proprietary engine. I'm pretty sure this is not Scum VM anyway. I don't think so. Oh, Clapper, we'll take that. Randomly pick up stuff. This is mine. Mine. Can I... See, I gotta remember, because I played this game all the way.
That doesn't work.
It's pretty funny. In the second game, he says that doesn't work for almost everything you do. That's not a successful command, or that doesn't work. Ooh, a rope, let's take that. And in the second game...
No one will miss this old thing.
He, consume coals. Can I? No. I think he said that doesn't work for everything.
That's not part of a balanced diet.
See? He had a smart aleck answer, but in the second game, there's different ones. Like, he says, like, I can't wear that, or no, that doesn't, whatever. Eventually, he says, that doesn't work, and he kind of laughs, because he says it so many times in this game. Where a fine, dodgy geezer here selling things. Let's talk to him.
You interested in any priceless antique porcelain figurines?
Not really.
They're handcrafted by the ancient ones of Grohl.
No thanks.
I've got lots of other priceless antiques. Anyone for a gold piece?
How come you can sell priceless antiques?
And of course, there's a lot of different like dialogue you can pick, but
I've got lots of one-off bargains.
Have you got any hint books for this game?
Sorry, sold the last one 5 minutes ago.
fourth wall breaking.
Stuff, though.
Let's have a look then.
See what he's got.
Anything on the mat is yours for only 1 gold piece. See anything takes your fancy?
Not really. Have you got any magical stuff?
But of course I have. For the right
We don't have
price.
money yet. I think we're going to come back with gold
Firstly,
later on.
There's a strength potion. Watch. Genuine, long-lasting, fast-acting strength potion. Yours for only 10 gold pieces.
I think it's streaming from the CD that's having trouble
5
now.
gold pieces.
Well,
3 gold pieces then? But that's the last I go. What do you say?
can I see something else?
Certainly, sir.
But yeah, it
What I
doesn't
have
run
here
up
is
fast
a
or
one-off.
anything.
It's a
I played
unique
this, I think.
magical invisibility amulet. Watch.
I played this on a 46.
Can you see yourself?
No.
And this can be yours for only 5 gold pieces. I can't say fairer than that. Now can
Yeah, I
I?
don't know if it's just the streaming of the CD or something like that, but
Can I see something else?
That's all the magical stuff.
but yeah, I
I've
played it
got.
on
See anything else
4633
interest you?
originally. Yep, I sure did. And mine was actually a CDS 510. It was the very,
No. All the rest
the
is
very,
junk.
very low
Goodbye.
spec of the
Who needs your
4633
custom
FX.
anyway?
So very slow. Some ducks here, we can walk past them, so we don't have to do that. But yeah, I played it on the compact Crusader all-in-one, so... I thought this was hysterical as a kid. We kept talking about it all the time. Yeah, let's just take the ladder and put it in my hand. Whoop, there we go, there's my ladder now. Can't do the wheel, though, I think.
It's too big for me.
Yep, and now I'm carrying around a ladder, so no one cares if you take all their stuff, so we're just going to loot everything we can. Everything has a use, right, everywhere. Pick a cold remedy. I think we'll need that. There's, like, this whole scene here, like, I mean, it's so well crafted.
It's a papier-mâché moose head.
Can I take it?
It's too big for me.
Oh. Can I push it? Move.
I don't see the point.
Fine, be that way. Pretty much, that's the only way to get through this game is just take everything you see. There's a lot of stuff you can take, of course. But otherwise... Haha.
It's locked. This must be an extremely low-budget candy house.
Chocolate truffle door. So it has a chocolate door, which, you know, we have to come back. Ooh, there's bees.
I'm not going too close.
Fine. Again, lovely, or very well designed look here and everything with that charming British vibe to it. But as you know, as the game progresses, what I like about this one, I think there's so many different screens to go look at, and there's so much to explore. Not everything has something going on. Excuse me, but it still feels like there's so much to see in this game, and a lot of other games might have a much more narrow, like, what you can do. There's a shop. You can go in and open that and talk to them guys in there. Choppy. And yes, there's a two-headed guy.
The asparagus jelly goes here with all
And they
the
argue
other
with each other.
jellies.
I think any
Yeah, I
fantasy trope,
disagree. It should be put here with the other
two-headed
vegetables.
guy has to argue with
I
himself.
say it goes here.
And I say it goes here.
Okay, but I need to go to the toilet.
No way. You'll have to restrain yourself.
Look! This is my body as much as it is yours.
No, it isn't. I was here first. You just sprouted out
And
of
it's
my
sad that,
shoulder.
you know, we had
Shouldn't
the
have been
first and the
mucking
second
about
game
with
of
glowing
this, and
rocks, then.
Shut up.
I need the toilet.
Ask nicely.
Can we go to the toilet, please?
No.
I'll remember this, you know.
regardless of what your feel is on some of these, like, point-and-click
Excuse me?
adventure games, this is still just,
How
like,
can I help
you know,
you?
No.
very
How
well
can
made.
I help you?
Don't listen to him. How can I help you?
A 10% discount if you let me help you.
A 20% discount from me?
30%.
40?
50.
I think
Can
also
I
just,
get
like,
any service or not?
there are some
What
adult
would you
themes in
like,
this
sir?
game. Not, like, you know, bad or anything, but he's a teenager and they make fun of that.
Hard information. Got any?
What sort of information?
What's the square root of 1369?
37.
Fair enough.
What do you know about sordid?
Sorted.
He likes jellied anchovies.
And perfume bath salts.
Anything else?
Good to know. Candid anchovies. Well, so I guess I didn't explain it quick, but the antagonist in this is the evil sorcerer Sordid, which is on the box here, and nice large character there. But he's like abducted. Fortunately not. He's abducted the nice wizard Calypso, right? So
Who the hell
no,
is
we'll
Carmen
keep talking to
Miranda?
them. Now we're
I
gonna talk to
don't
Ian
know.
more.
Nor do I.
I'd like to look around.
Be my guest.
No. Be mine.
What if you're stuck in between them? But yeah, I can't.
I would like to buy this.
That's a special order.
I would like to buy this.
They're a special order.
I would like to buy this.
They're just display models.
So can I?
I would like to buy this.
It's broken.
Hammer?
I would like to buy this.
That will be 2 gold pieces.
That's extortion. Forget it.
Yeah, I don't have any money yet. That's a problem. So
I would like to buy this.
This is a faulty batch.
I would like to buy this.
I can't sell you them. I like them too much.
tissues. I'll pick that.
I would like to buy this.
Those aren't for sale.
Not getting old at all.
I would like to buy this.
I can't sell it. It's a family heirloom.
Oh man, that's really early. You mean Christian? That's very early, but I appreciate you stopping by. My goodness.
I would like
Everyone
to
in
buy
Sweden
this.
getting up super early,
I'm
but
sorry, they're all reserved for Nonak the Barbarian.
fine. I don't have any cash anyway. Let's see, I can't remember if there's anything here. That might lead out of the village. Or does it go to the... Yeah. Check out the rest of the village first. No, they don't. They have a hammer for sale, but I don't have any gold coins yet. I think you do get gold coins later to spend some money on. Spend the money you can use for money. And there we go. Look at sign.
Apparently the place is called the Drunken Druid.
Drunken Druid. And I think...
I wonder what this is doing here.
Yeah, it's a... I think the whole thing is that they're just pulling in random stuff, but this is like a medieval setting or fantasy setting, right? And it has a slot machine here. Some matches there, we'll take those. And I think this...
I wouldn't want to wake him.
You need a beard later. I know this solution here already, so we're going to do it now. But you actually use the scissors on the dwarf. And you just cut his beard off. Like that. And now you have a beard. That might come in handy later. And now we have a beardless dwarf.
He looks completely out of it.
Got the Valkyries here and the barman. Can I use the fruit machine?
I haven't got any quarters. Hello.
What do you want, boy?
So, do you come here often?
What are you on, kiddo? Get out of here.
He's a teenager after all. Can't talk to that guy. Can't talk to the barman.
Good morrow, barkeep.
Good morrow, lad.
Do you know where Calypso has got to?
Nah, but then that old geezer is always going off without telling anybody. Collecting magical ingredients, he says. Who knows
And,
what sort of harm could befall
I remember
him,
just being
especially with that sword
Again.
character running about.
charmed to pieces about this game because of the British humor in it, and I think that's very unique in the sense that, I mean, I can't think of any other point-and-click adventure games that are similar like that compared to this and the second one. The second one is really good too, and it actually is a kind of direct sequel. Ian Bruce, it is sorcery. Good comeback there, Revenant. Snappy, but other point-and-click adventure games like this, and it's kind of like a hit or miss, right? Because a lot of the point-and-click adventure was like dominated by LucasArts and Sierra, and above all, LucasArts really was killing it for a while there. So there were definitely other games that tried, some that are alright. I can't say I played all of them, but it's a very unique genre that at least has made kind of a comeback now. Especially, I mean, heck, we just got the new Monkey Island here a few days ago, which I haven't played yet, so no spoilers, but I have the confession to make that I have not played Monkey Island 2. So, that's my dark and dirty secret. And I really want to play that before I play Return to Monkey Island. So what I might do is, at some point, just like for enjoyment, not for streaming, it's just because this game I know fairly well, and I am always hesitant to play point-and-click adventure games on stream because I feel like an idiot if I can't find a solution that's plain in front of me. There's one game I thought about streaming, and that's Thimbleweed Park. I got the big box for that, but it's a game by Ron Gilbert and a whole bunch of crew there from Monkey Island fame that made that game not too long ago, and it's a really good point-and-click adventure game too, but it's, I don't know all the solutions, and it gets really hard to figure that out, so, wait for the seed to spin up,
What
come on.
do you know
There we
about
go.
Sordid?
Very little.
I wish you
He
could
lives up in
get
the
this on the
craggy
hard
peaks
drive.
and generally keeps himself to himself. He's
Eating foil,
boasted
welcome.
my trade tenfold, though.
How is Sordid helping to boost business?
It's a long story. Apparently, he wants to take over the entire world using black magic. Anyway, as a result, all the heroes are donning rusty armor again and coming back into service. All of them seeing themselves as the saviors of the world. The thing is, though, they all stop here for a drink on the way. I've seen all sorts go through here. Warriors, wizards, priests, assassins, and not one has been seen again.
So what?
I wonder.
I don't see what all the fuss is about personally. So he may be a bit power crazy and all that, but who isn't these days? Old fella keeps himself to himself. He don't bother us, we don't bother him.
Explain
and
away the
that's
evil
that.
sorcerer basically living up on the hill.
I come from another dimension.
Ooh.
As I said, we get all sorts in here.
I quite fancy a drink now. Make mine a wet wizard.
Hang on a moment.
Hang on a moment. Unfortunately, I think you're supposed to do something with the...
I'm sure I've got some sparrow juice.
That's not part of a balanced diet.
The-
I can't do that. The barman might see me.
I think he slides over the beer mug, maybe? No.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't seem to find any sparrow juice at the moment.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm underage anyway.
House,
Anything else, sir?
I know we have someone in our that's in Florida, but I have a coworker as well that had to move out of the way. He came back to his house now, and the house fortunately was not really damaged, but he has no water, no electricity, no internet.
Nice talking to you. So long.
See ya.
Yeah. I think I need a mug at some point. Yeah. Yeah, I really... Okay. Well, that's the thing.
I'm the east wind, right? I thought I was the east wind. You're a southern breeze,
Okay.
I think. I think we're all winds.
So it sounds like
I'd rather be a
people were pretty
breeze
lucky
than
here
a
at
wind.
least, because
You
I
can
mean, it
lose
looks
your
like based on
hat
the
in a
pictures and
wind.
videos, some of
What
the
you do
worst
is
areas are
tie it on with a
ridiculous.
piece of string. It rubs against your chin, though.
These are
It can
definitely,
give you a
you know,
nasty-
Excuse me.
kind of like,
Yes, boy.
yes, boy, kind of like the pirates that you have to talk to in the beginning of Monk Island, right? A very, very distinct look here to it, but again, I just love the pixel art. I've really grown to appreciate the original, like, artistry like this in these games, because it is just like they did so much with so little, and it holds up really well. You could very easily see a game coming out today that does this retro style, right? So, but yeah, it's hard to fathom, and for those that aren't from America, then in the chatter now, I'm not sure if we have any, but the hurricane, why am I forgetting the name now? But yeah, just hit Florida and was upgraded to Category 5 for a while, or close to Category 5. It was a huge hurricane that brought in a ton of horrible weather and storm and whatnot, and just massive amount of damage, flooding, you know, things like that. And I'm not an expert at this, but Ian, that's right. And the storm surge, where like as it moves inland, right, it brings with it the ocean, basically, and that's what the flooding comes from a lot of time, besides just the heavy rain. And it's just crazy the amount of damage it can do, because like it's funny living in the Midwest. We have tornadoes up here, and a tornado can be very, very devastating, but it's a very narrow thing. Like the wind is what hurts from a tornado. The odds of like getting a tornado on top of you and dying from that is pretty low. But all the debris that it brings with it and fling around, that's the damage. And you think that a hurricane is huge, especially one of this caliber or size, and affects a massive area. Causes way more devastation, I'd like to assume, based on just knowing about it, than a tornado can. Like, yes, tornadoes can be very devastating, but they're pretty narrow, like they're small, relatively. And the huge ones are very rare. And the ones that cause a ton of damage is very rare too, versus a hurricane just pummels an area, right? Yeah. Let's see, I'm looking for some wizards. What's this game you're playing? And wait for the
What's
spin
this
up.
game you're playing?
We be crop rotating, bain't we?
Who are? That we be. And we bain't be being wizards, bain't we?
No, like, we be being farmers.
Yep.
We be less magical than an organic parsnip, like.
They're playing a game about, they say they're farmers.
You have absolutely feeble accents, fellas.
Are you saying we be fakes, like?
Yep.
What
Yep.
makes you think we're wizards anyway, like?
When I move my mouse pointer over you, it says wizards.
Oh, fair enough, I suppose. Disguise is off, lads. What did you want to speak to us
My
about
goodness.
anyway?
Big tree. Well, yeah, tree. That's a little morbid there, but yeah, a tree limb, right? Not an actual limb that came out of the sky.
I want to be a wizard.
I want to be a
You?
lizard.
A wizard?
What do you mean?
My dear boy, you can't just jump into wizardry just like that. It requires years of study. Come back next century when you're older. I've got huge...
Listen
Nope.
to me for a second.
Yes, boy?
Yes, boy.
I'll do anything to be a wizard.
Anything?
Anything.
Well, you could do us a little favour. You see, all new wizards must perform a service to the circle before being properly invested. Isn't that right, brothers?
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
Good grief, yeah, this is the thing. It's like, I've been lucky that
I'll
we
do
haven't
it.
really
It's like this, see? We would be extremely
run
interested
into,
in acquiring a certain magical implement.
It's a magical staff rumored to be hidden in this area.
And we would like you to find it for us.
magical staff.
What does this staff look like?
It's about 6 feet tall with a crystal sphere on one end.
It's just, you know, I've been lucky enough to not have to run into that stuff. So in Sweden, it doesn't get many natural disasters. Like, with the worst one I've seen so far in my lifetime was, like, slow flooding. And that caused a lot of damage, but it was very slow increasing. And that was pretty much it. We don't get severe weather much in Sweden because it's just the way the climate is there and the way the Gulf Stream brings in warm air and everything. But here, then, living in the Midwest, we've seen severe storms here. I've been on tornado warnings and, like, sirens going off in the basement, you know, with tornadoes not too far off. That's happened. But I've been lucky so far that I haven't really had any damage or anything. Now, again, the odds of getting actually hit by a tornado is pretty low, but what you get with is usually the severe thunderstorms, like huge frontline winds, that stuff can cause more damage. But I haven't really had any, but then I look at, you know, things like that, and what you get in, you know, the Gulf area and everything. It's just crazy with those hurricanes. So, I mean, Sweden is pretty mild. Sweden has a climate of more like the northwest coast of in America. Like, yeah, no, not like that. It's cold. But even though we're as far north as like Canada, the weather is very mild because the Gulf Stream pushes all the hot air and hot water from the Caribbean area and the Gulf area all the way up through to the British Isles and Denmark and Sweden and Norway. And that makes our temperature much milder than it technically would be, because, I mean, you can go right across, like where I grew up, and you're in the middle of Russia, if you just draw a line from where I grew up. But the weather and climate is much milder than it should be. So, while we can get winters where we get, like, a lot of snow, I remember one that dumped, like, you know, 3 feet of snow in, like, one night. That's probably the most I remember. 10 feet is still excessive. It may have happened. But 3 feet of snow, wet snow, and that took down power lines everywhere. So we were up without power for like a week or so. Probably the worst I can remember as far as, like, heavy snow. But 10 feet, not quite. So it's a very mild climate. Wait for the spin up.
And then I get made a wizard, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you find us the
Yeah, I
staff,
mean, we never had
we
air
will invest
conditioning.
you on
We
the
just
spot.
opened the door. That was what you did. Inside was cool and outside was warm in the sun. And it's interesting because a few years ago when I went back there during the summer, and I remember sitting in just like, there was no escape. It was hot. I remember landing there and the grass was crunchy. I'd never seen the grass crunchy in the summer in my like whole life growing up. So the summers are usually pretty mild and rainy. And like, yeah, you get sunshine, but not like perpetual sun and dry. And they had a water shortage. Like, there's lakes everywhere. If you've been to Minnesota here in America, there's lakes everywhere. You throw a rock and you hit a lake, right? Because it was from the ice age when it receded, or the big ice sheet carved the landscape to lakes. And that's how Sweden is. There's tons of lakes everywhere. And the fact that there was actually a shortage on water, they basically said you can't water your grass anymore. And that was like unheard of, because my parents, like, they have a water pump sitting in their lake. They have a lake right next to their house. They just pull water from that for watering. And it's just crazy, you know. Yeah, I think the biggest thing with Sweden, as far as winter goes, is just how dark it is. Because it's pretty far north. So where I grew up, you know, in wintertime, when it was cloudy, there were days you got 2 or 3 hours of sunlight. So, good evening, Nate. And good evening, Dalper. And everyone's coming in for Simon the Sorcerer. But yeah, so I go in there now in November, so I'm a little... Because the November weather can be pretty gnarly, but it's just cold and rainy. That's what it happens, you know. But yeah, this hurricane seems like it's pretty nutso when you put it all together. So for those that are just joining, we have several people here that are in Florida that are you know, somewhat impacted by Ian. I think it's impossible not to in Florida at this point. So waiting for that to spin up.
Any ideas where it is?
As far as we know, its last owner was Naflin, the necromancer. What he did with it when he died is beyond me.
Tricky type, those necromancers. Always messing about.
Yeah, there's that part. So Sweden relies a lot on Sweden relies a lot on hydro
No problem.
power,
We look
um,
forward to
and they have
your
nuclear
return.
reactors still. So that provides a lot of electricity and everything
Right,
for
have
us
we
in
joined the
Sweden.
sparrows yet?
They don't, to my
I think
knowledge,
that
do
would
much
be
with
easy.
natural gas. So mostly hydroelectric and nuclear. And they were planning on shutting down, and they have a lot of wind power too. I don't know how they are with solar now, but they were planning on shutting down a lot of power or nuclear reactors, and they've been pushing that for a long time. It kind of became out of style in the 90s, but as far as I know now, they've kept several operational because it's just, look at what you have available. It is a good one to have in your toolkit, if you will, for power, right? Well, it's back here. All right, now we get to the point where we got to figure out where we're going to use everything, so... I think, I mean, it's a deep topic by itself. I'd like to say that nuclear power is still a good, like, done safely, it's still a good option what we have. Until, you know, we have distributed solar, more wind power, things like an offset, and then potentially, you know, individual power generation by solar panels on house and stuff like that. And nuclear power is a good option, right? Because it doesn't, I mean, yeah, you have the fallout, but you also don't produce pollution on a running basis, right? So, Ian Sean, welcome. Let's see if I can start to remember what to do. And you see how many screens we've been on now. There's a lot of things to explore and do. I just love this game. It's delightful. Like the artistry here with the backgrounds and everything. So, well, you think about the solar, like especially here in the Midwest. During the winter, you can get very strong sunny days. Like, it's not that cloudy here in the Midwest during the winter. There's several days that are just, like, very strong sun, and then, by comparison, yeah. It's a really fun game. I would really recommend it, and I have to apologize, Nate. I know we were coordinating, and then family stuff happened, and then, like, I completely forgot to ping you back, so I feel bad about that. But, yes, we need to coordinate that. Nate's very generous and has a Amiga 2000 he's going to hand to me, which I'm excited to play with, so I'm trying to coordinate when we're going to meet up. I think we keep having, like, family stuff back and forth, so... but yeah, let's head up on IM again, and we can figure that out. My Sundays have opened up a little bit now, because my daughter is done with activities, which means my Sundays are a little more available, so that's probably the best day for me at some point in the future, but I really appreciate you being flexible, and we can figure this out, so... because I am excited to... yeah, that's a nice Walkman there. Not copyrighted, of course. I think... that's where you... no. There we go. I think this is a funny part here.
Got any spare wood on you, mate?
Got any spare wood on you, mate?
Did you just hear something?
Just a bit of balsa or plywood. We're not fussy.
I must be hearing things. I could have sworn I heard a voice. I think I need to sit down.
Get off me! I couldn't breathe under there. My whole life flashed before my eyes.
There has to be some sort of logical explanation for this.
You could at least look at me when you're talking to me.
Words.
Just because I'm begging doesn't mean I'm
I'm
a
glad you
bad
pointed it out.
person.
I didn't want to say it, but... yeah, the Amiga 2000, it's just really cool because it is, and someone correct me, the Amiga 2000 is basically like an Amiga 500 in a desktop case, you know, if you're going to simplify it. It's really... I mean, they're built, like tanks. And I think that something I saw that was really cool at VCF Midwest was that someone had an Amiga 2000 that was a very popular machine to run in like local TV broadcasting because it had the toaster module, which is, well, the toaster was just a video editing suite to let you do video effects. If you watch like local broadcasts in the 90s, chances are it probably ran on a toaster, like a lot of the zoom in effect and spin things and overlays for weather and that kind of stuff. A lot of that stuff ran on Amigas because it was a really cheap option compared to a lot of the other ones that are really heavy duty, you know, pro gear. The Amiga came in with that as a really popular option. So at VCF Midwest, one guy had an Amiga 2000 running. The thing was running basically with I was gonna say it was running like the channel scrolling software on it, And they had one running weather stuff, and it was really cool to see all that. Really fun. So, yeah, whatever you think works. I'm not going to be picky if you're basically looking to unload a Amiga 2000, because I would definitely use it. You know, probably stream with it and get it all running and get it all good to go. But they're just like super sturdy, and I have an Amiga 500, which is funny because it is really like, you know, it was the home computer, so it was very plasticky and whatever. But then you look at those Amiga 2000 and 3000 and those desktop cases, and they're just like chunks of granite, basically, right? So.
Sorry, but it's just that I've never seen a talking stump before.
Ho, ho, ho! A talking stump, he says. Who ever heard of a talking stump?
I can't imagine how such a ludicrous thought came into my head.
Anyway, you got any spare wood or not?
No, I haven't got any. What do you want it for anyway?
What do you mean? We're woodworm! Isn't it obvious
Woodworms.
What we want it for?
That's what they are. Yeah, that's to say.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were woodworm.
You didn't honestly think you were talking to a tree stump, did you?
I pride myself on not talking to trees.
It's funny because I don't remember trying all these dialogue options.
That's
I mean,
just so typical. Just because I've got 8 legs, you presume there's something wrong with me. It's racism, and that's what it is. Pure bloody-minded racism.
I'm sorry.
yeah, now we're talking
woodworm
about
just don't talk where I come from.
racism and
where's
woodworms.
that? Bloody posh in the town, I'll bet. You lot haven't got any time for a lowly woodworm. I've got a wife and 37 kids, you know.
I'm sorry, okay? How can I make it up to you?
Well, what we would really like
You
is some
mean-
really good quality wood.
Yep.
Something with real class. Teak, for example.
I think it might be the opposite. As far as like, you know, getting deep.
Wood? How about a bit of ebony? Ebony, yeah. What about balsa? I love a bit of balsa. Ebony, balsa, ebony.
My friend and I thought this was hysterical when we were younger.
Shut up yourself, fatso. Fatso? Look, he's talking.
Now the woodworms are arguing.
Young hooligan, have some respect. Shut up, Granddad. I reckon it should be oak. And I say balsa. I still agree with teak. Who cares what you think? Watch it, mate, or I'll do you an injury. Oh, yeah? Yeah!
They must have fun recording this at least.
Ages since we had go for wood. It's been ages since we had any wood.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, and this game was...
Balsa, oak, mahogany.
This game was text...
I fancy a bit of mahogany. Yeah.
Mahogany.
I'd still prefer teak. Shut up. Mahogany it is then.
Fine. Anything
They have to
help
find some
a
mahogany
woodworm
in
in
that.
distress.
You
That's
won't
what they
regret
want.
this, you know.
The coolest of houses. Houseboat. Let's see, I think I need to go down here first. I don't remember now. So I need to find some mahogany. Which I can't use yet then. Go down here, yep. Oh, hi. Random wolf. Well, this looks promising. Well, well, well. I have a feeling I need a bucket or something here. Can I use the well? What's that? Can I...
It's too big for me.
A crank? A move.
I don't see the point.
Move handle. There we go. There's got to be a way to do that, so... Ooh, a bucket. Can I pick up the bucket of water? I'll take that. There we go. That's crazy. Yeah, it's just hard to fathom, too. Just I mean, for us that don't live in Florida or see hurricanes, like, just the the size of it. That's what I think just boggles the mind. You look at the map and like, yeah, whatever. It was like it's covering like the entire state, and it's crazy.
I'd better knock.
Hello?
Nobody home.
Fine. That rock looks like it's got a face there. But it's like they make this whole scene here for what usually is just like one or two things that you do, right? And I think that's what makes this game pretty charming in the sense that they went all in on like just making really cool backgrounds and stuff like that. So you gotta run around and explore, so I couldn't do any activation on it, so the tree stump is there. I don't need to do that. I got a lot of stuff on me here now. I think we even run into the evil wizard's like actual tower here soon, but just can't get into it yet. So, oh, and of course we have the trolls and the
trip trapping over my bridge.
Here we are. It's only me, the little
yeah, that
Billy Goat
Banshee
Gruff.
video was awesome.
I'm going to the meadow to make
Highly enjoyed
myself
it.
fat.
Then I'm gonna gobble you up.
Oh no, please don't gobble me up. I'm far too little and not at all fat. Wait until the second Billy Goat Gruff comes along. He's much fatter than I am.
Very well. Be off with. Hang on a minute. I've fallen for this before. If we keep going on like this, then I get.
So it's using the Sound Blaster sound. So it is AW64,
No,
right?
no,
So it's
no.
whatever.
That's all wrong.
Whatever the
Referring you
crystal
to
or
page
whatever
23
emulation
of
thing
the
that they
text,
do for
I say
OPL,
the
so it's not
"He's
genuine
much
OPL, but
fatter than I am bit, at which point you say, very well, be off with you. And then you wait for the second Billy Goat Gruff and so on. It's that
it
easy.
might be just body hair, yeah.
Listen, Mr. Gruff. Every
So what's
day I
happening
get
here is the
knocked
troll
into
is not
the
happy
river
with his
and I'm
lot
fed up
in
with
this
it.
particular.
I'm
They basically
starving.
playing out the scene again,
Therefore,
right?
Contrary
And
to popular children's tale, I'm gonna eat you and pop your friend there in the fridge.
Now, come on, Mr. Troll. You signed the contract for this job, so say a bit and let me past, or start cleaning out your office.
Let me tell you something. I don't care for this job or the office. In fact, I'm about to terminate my contract with the Gruff Corporation by eating one of my employers.
Can't we be reasonable
Yeah.
here? It doesn't make sound economic sense for you to do that. Why don't we talk this over like civilized adults?
Survival of the fittest, I'm afraid, Mr. Gruff. Let's examine basic survival instincts for a moment. I'm a big, powerful carnivore, and you are a weak, defenseless herbivore. By rights, I should be currently cleaning your remains out of my teeth.
Referring you once again
Yeah,
to the
it's.
text,
I always thought this
observe
voice
that
actor
by
stands out a little bit because
refraining
it's just like
from
it's
eating me, you will have the opportunity
weird, I
to
guess.
devour my somewhat larger brother over there.
Mr. Gruff, you've always been a considerate employer. I've always had my Christmas bonus, etc. So I've decided not to eat you, but to take industrial action instead. I'm forming a picket line. No one may cross the bridge until further notice.
But then you can't get past it, of course.
I really could do with some luscious grass.
Top of the morning to you, Mr. Troll. May I cross the bridge, please?
No one may cross the bridge until I have satisfaction.
Luckily for you, I'm a traveling satisfaction salesman.
Really? Perhaps you can tell me what satisfaction is.
Satisfaction, noun. Satisfying or being satisfied
Being
in
smart
regard
aleck, of
to
course.
desire or want
Simon
or
as a
doubt.
character is not a nice guy.
I have some fine examples of it in my pocket.
Let me see it.
I appear to have left it at home. Why are you unhappy?
Yeah, it is.
Every day, these
Again,
juicy, fat Billy
yeah, it's got
goats
like cod
come
in his
down here
mouth.
to cross the bridge. I know how the story goes and all that, but I'm dying of starvation. Until I get a goat to eat, no one may cross the bridge.
Why don't you just eat these two now?
These two are protected. Their big brother is really tough customer, you know. Believe me, I should know. If I lay a claw on them, then...
You're scared of a billy
I think I
goat.
have to come back for this one.
This is no ordinary billy goat. He's 12 feet long and horns like you've never seen.
Not copyrighted.
All I
of course.
want is some goat to eat.
Fine. I'll go get some goat for you, okay?
Okay.
So I have to find some goats.
There are other trolls, you know.
I shall not be moved.
What am I writing so poorly? I'm not sure if it's the CD. It's like choppy and stuff, but
talk about
I might not
this
like the processor being too
civilized
fast almost. We can't get past there. We're gonna look around some elsewhere because we got a lot of items now, and I'm trying to remember like how to. But I think there was another spot to go up north as well, so we're gonna do there. We should probably save. Probably save. I realized we had not saved at all. So there's a map here too you can use to quick travel, but we haven't really explored much yet, so I don't think there's anything in this one here. See, I'm not sure if that's a path up here too. Yeah. Nice. And where does this go? But yeah, there's a lot of exploration in this game that I feel like a lot of these... Uh-oh.
Ow!
Uh-oh.
Ow! 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 My foot!
It's got a...
Can you help me, boy?
Aha.
What appears to be the problem?
It's
I see what you did there.
thorn. I got it stuck in my foot and I can't get it out.
Let's have a look at it then.
Ah, now I just remember.
Soon have this out. It might sting a bit.
Ow!
There we are. All done.
Thank you so much.
And now we have a barbarian to help you
I'm
later.
forever in your debt.
Think nothing of it.
Okay, but here, take this whistle. If you ever need any help, just blow it and I'll be there.
Thanks. What a nice guy.
I know where that comes in handy right away, actually. We're gonna explore some more, though. That's the thing is, I remember with these games is that there's so much, like, if you kind of can piece together in your head where you can go or do. Okay, so that's just the same one. Now he's gone. Was that the exact same path there? No, it was here too, okay. Such confusing. Because eventually you run out of things that you can do. I remember all these games eventually hit a brick wall, if you will, like, and you kind of figure out the progression or try and puzzle it together or try it, you know. Alright, welcome, Solar, and congratulations on having a new nephew.
Boy?
Boy. That was exciting. More kids in the family.
I can't quite remember.
It's a unwise owl.
Right. Excuse me.
They play with the fairy tale tropes quite a bit in this game.
Have you remembered what it was you wanted yet?
Wanted? Did I want something? What,
I think I want probably up to at some point. I think this is the original CD drive that's on this machine. I think it's like a twin speed, but it seems to be not liking it so much.
Remember?
With this extreme streaming constantly.
I'm wise owl. I'm just not very good with
words.
Not annoying at all.
Words, yes.
Have you got any hints for me?
Hints? Yes.
What was worse, the troll or this owl?
Must be
handsome?
No.
suave?
No.
Oh, sorry, you missed the test there, but if you can retake it, at least you have
Simon?
that.
That's it. Yes.
How did you know my name?
Yeah, that's what I wonder too. So what I see is just it's basically slowly accessing it here and there, and I wish I could drop this all on the hard drive, but of course it's just. You can probably do a one of those like redirect mounts in DOS, right? Technically somehow to map it to D drive or something like that, probably. But
Astrologer?
Yes, astrologer. Yes.
Go on then.
Yeah, I could ISO it, but it's running DOS native right now. This wasn't ISO, so you could run this, of course, with other emulation or whatever, but I don't remember stuttering like this when I was playing as a kid, even on a slower machine, so... I think we've had problems with this one before. I think the CD just is starting to get dirty or not seeking correctly or whatever, and that might be the problem, so... Like, it's actually an issue with the drive, so I should probably just swap it out.
Instruments do not go well together.
Is that all?
For the,
Oh, I'm done with this conversation, for crying out loud.
Yes.
Great.
Come back,
Later?
Yes,
I don't think I'll bother, thanks.
Well, I think you dropped the feather. We're gonna pick that up. Thank you, feather. You gotta pick up everything. But yeah, it's interesting to see now the GPU market and just, you know, hardware market in general be opening up slowly. But then, of course, we got a new generation now, but it's weird. I'm not in the market right now, but things are going, like, you can buy stuff now. That's weird, right? It's just a transport screen. Nothing going on here. I got a feather now, too. Another transport screen here. Like a whole bunch of forks here. Let's see where this one goes. Yep, can't always control that. So look at this lovely background here. Delightful. Yeah, there's nothing going on the screen here. Just nothing to look at, nothing to click, nothing. I think it's just the background artist just having a field day, apparently. So yeah, this is where you dropped in, of course.
A stone table used for the sacrificing of shaved lions.
for lions, get it? Haha. So nothing you can do here now. So we're just gonna walk all the way back. Yeah, maybe. Well, look at that. I mean, let's flourish there. He was... Get up a little rodent. It's got a very, like, Irish, or, I mean, just your typical, like, British fantasy style to it, so...
It says, caution, paleontological dig in process.
Anyone down there?
Hello? Is there anybody down there?
Ain't nobody here but us chickens.
Why have you dug a hole in the middle of the forest?
Do you not know who I am?
You're a pirate looking for buried treasure?
No, I'm the famous Dr. Von Jones.
The famous Dr. Von Jones.
Of course, the renowned digger of deep holes.
Yeah.
Philistine. I'm the most famous paleontologist in the world. I'm looking for the missing link between man and vegetable.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy a 4090. It's just too expensive. It's just like, I'm really curious to see what AMD's can do now. I'm not holding my breath, but if they might, you know, shore up the mid or low market, but I just can't justify the spending because I look at it basically how much I play PC games, and I think that I would like to play ray tracing more than I can now. The 36 Ti definitely struggles with that, and, like, you know, Cyberpunk. And that's the last one I would like get to the next level. But it's so much money because I look at what if you buy a video card like that, how much else I can buy with it. Like I look at like what I want to buy for my new studio setup here now, and other games, other equipment, stuff like that. I'm like, boy, I could spend half or a third of that for a video card and then spend it on other stuff. So, but you know, I have a coworker who's really into VR, and for him, it's really important to have max performance. I'm sure he's looking at the top one. So, yeah, that's the thing. I think because I play on ultra wide normally with the 3414 or 3440 by 1440. So that's the thing.
And you reckon you're gonna find it down that hole?
I am looking for fossils, my boy. They are the key to this mystery. You haven't seen any lying around, have you?
As a matter of fact, I haven't.
If you do see any, be sure to let me know.
Okay.
Please go now.
Yeah, it might have the
reached
hanging
a new
note bug. It's
scene
interesting
of
because this is
very
Soundmaster
promising rock
64
strata.
or AW64 too, which I
can
didn't think
tell
had the
when I'm
hanging
not
note bug.
wanted.
So we need to throw something down there, I'm sure. That's a hanging note bug, alright. How are you enjoying that? I think we're going to save and reboot the game here. Wow. Yeah, one of the mini channels. That probably sounds right. Yeah. Alright, well, it's a good time to reload the game, I guess. I just have to get all the way through here. Where's the postcard? Use postcard. Load 2. There we go. There's a dwarf mine down here, I think. We'll talk to dwarves. It's a sprawling game. I mean, notice that there's not a lot of...
Oi! Dwarves only.
I am a dwarf.
Course you are. Now sod off, or taste the sharp end of me spear.
Nice people.
What if we wear a beard? I'm a dwarf now. Look at that.
Wow. Very sophisticated. Itchy, though.
All right, mate.
All right.
What's the password, then?
Abacus?
No. Try again.
Accent?
No. Try again.
Abdomen?
No. Try again.
Abby?
No. Try again.
Password.
You can't come in without a password.
Shucks. I guess I've forgotten it.
Rules is rules.
Fine. You gotta figure out the password, but oh well. Remove beard. Alright, thanks for bye, Sean. See you later.
Ah, that's better.
That's cool. You get to show 3D printing to yeah, there's little details and flourishes everywhere. That's cool to be able to show off stuff like that to kids. That's awesome. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like oh, it's in here then. That's a fortress here. I think these are where the
I think you have to open them from the inside.
This comes in play later. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of. I'm like, how many things have we gone to now? Yeah, I think we come out here later, actually.
Extremely large and daunting doors.
Yeah, that's what I'm on now. I upgraded, you know, within the last year, so that's what I'm going to stick with for now. Processor-wise, I'm more than happy. But, CPU is always nice. The one thing I wonder, though, because I looked like I would like to support AMD for what they're doing. But at the same time, the NVIDIA encoder that's on there now is just so powerful and supported, right? So, if you mean soft lockable in the sense that can you basically play yourself into a corner? No, there's no way to do that in this game, actually. You can't die or get into a dead state, if you will. At least that I know of. There might be some way, but in all scenarios, you will have what you need to progress or not. Like, you can't get somewhere and miss an item or something. I just love the, like this here, this screen here adds nothing like to do to the game. It just looks neat. So, yeah, exactly. Processor, it's like I'm good for now. Probably not going to go with the max of anything, really. That's just not what I need. But, you know, video encoding and stuff like that is of interest to me now. I think...
I'd better knock.
Better knock. This is a little sad, this one, so... Yeah, still, that's a substantial difference.
Hello? Anybody home?
Hello?
Huh?
Oh, it is so nice to have person come visit me. I is so pleased.
Are you some sort of boggy person?
Not a buggy pursling. I is one and only swampling, the best cook
Swampling.
in the land. People come
It's like, you
from
know, it depends on what
around
you use it
miles
for.
to
Like, because, I
eat
mean, unless the
swamp
processor's
stew.
really old,
But
you
it
don't...
smells revolting.
It's like...
Let me out of here before I chuck up.
Wow, I thought you
Pretty
were my
harsh
first
there.
birthday friend. I thought you'd
Ta-da! This is the European one. I'm not sure if the box copy looked the same here, but I think you can actually buy this box copy still from AdventureSoft online, like from UK. You can just order it. They still make it. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna check on their website, but I think that they still make this. Like you can buy a hard copy of it and ship it directly from the manufacturer. So.
Oh, don't cry. I've come to see
Yeah,
you.
I'm afraid of playing Power Washing Simulator. It feels like that kind of game that you just get stuck in. Yeah, I vastly prefer. I mean, I enjoy talkie
Hang on, I
soundtracks
didn't
for sure,
agree to...
but
I give my friend special
what I
swamp
really like having a text on too. So
secret recipe handed down from swampling to swampling for generations.
and that's the thing, you get a lot of power for, you know, processor anymore, and I think it's just like for me, it's like that directly affects content creation, like encoding, which of course once you have a certain level, right? The encoder is like powerful enough, but it makes a big difference with processor and GPU there, right? And that's really, it's funny, I never cared about processor before because I never played processor heavy games, if you will, CPU dependent games usually, to the point where it was a problem. But then I started content creation, I'm like, well, this actually makes a big difference all of a sudden. So yep, I think that you can still buy them, Simon Social 1 and 2, and I think they may even sold a 1 and 2 bundle or something, but yeah, you can buy a new box copy of the game right now. So one more piece, that's how those games work, right? Yeah, this is DOS version, so I think that probably then the re-release. Yeah, this is the DOS version, the original one. But it's still pretty fun that they do that, so...
What's
spin
in
up.
this stuff?
Ancient secret recipe. Can't tell secret ingredients. Step 1. Swamp mud. Very important ingredient.
Mud? And you expect me to eat this?
Well,
No.
nobody likes swamplings cooking no more. I spent hours making
So I'm not
stew
sure
and
if
then
they
have to throw it.
do that. I don't use Adobe for that stuff. I'm not sure if OBS supports the remote stuff. When thinking of going to DaVinci Resolve, because HitFilm Express has gone to, or HitFilm has been purchased and gone to a subscription model, I just can't justify spending the subscription. I like the fact that you have the software, whatever. Not saying Adobe's bad, but I prefer not to. And it sounds like DaVinci is pretty much the only choice at that point, which is, I mean, as I understand, it's a very powerful piece of software, so...
Don't waste it. I quite fancy a bowl now.
Goody!
I think the 9250 is really useful for PCI and machines that don't have an AGP slot. So that's where I like the 9250 is a really solid
I wish this was
choice.
happening to you instead of me.
Fourth wall.
I think I hear someone. Goody! I think some more friends have arrived.
He's so sad. Yeah, he's just throwing up. He's so sad.
No one there. I hope you like it. Plenty more for friend.
Okay, just one more bowlful.
Eat up. It's good for you.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool options now, of course, but
It's not mine to pick up. Not again.
mm-mm. Delicious.
I hope you like it. Plenty more for friend.
It was delicious, but I really have to go now.
Eat up. It's good for you.
Oh no.
I think I need something to put the stew in. I don't think I can do yet. Can I leave? Yeah, we just walk out, which is feels really rude.
Escape.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I think that just from my perspective, I might try and transition to Resolve and see how it goes. But I just, you know, it's not like my software stopped working or anything the way it is. But then updates now are not coming out anymore. So, and it's funny because I would learn HitFilm Express. I started getting real comfortable with it. It's a powerful suite, and lets you do all the effects and all that stuff in there. And I kind of felt like you get to the point where you know the tool well enough that you can just kind of think of how you want to do it and just implement it. Just knowing the tool well enough to do that instead of fighting with the tool. I was getting to that point, and then the news came out. I'm like, really? Well, this looks good.
A statue of a really ugly barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
A solid stone statue of a wizard.
Again, this is just like, you know... Dust Ember's coming up, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing, and I... So, what I do for my videos, I do color correction, I do effect layers, I do compositing, a lot of compositing. So that's really, I needed a good compositor, and that's the biggest thing. That HitFilm did really well, and I think DaVinci does as well. But I do a lot of color correction, yeah, after the fact. So it's more that I need a full-bodied suite. Not saying that I know what I'm doing per se, but I need all the features to be able to do the stuff I need to. Mix in audio tracks, and so I based on what I saw, there's a lot of people that did dump HitFilm to go directly to DaVinci. It seems like a kind of a natural progression. It's pretty similar in the concept, so how to do compositing. That's big. Yes. Now, this is just whatever the camera picks up, but... That's a big giant.
I don't think I can shout loud enough to wake him.
Tickle him?
That doesn't work.
Really? And that's more of an obsession on my part. Like, I really enjoy the cinematography pieces. I like getting the right shot. I like getting the right exposure. I like getting the pixel perfect capture like I'm doing here. Like, well, not that I know it's pixel perfect, but I really enjoy trying to get that right. It's like, doesn't matter really at the end of the day. Probably not a lot. But for me, it's like, that's almost the fun part for me, is making sure that, like, yeah, something is exposed correctly, the color is correct, Yeah, that's true. A random question. I can do something with this giant, but I don't think I have anything.
That doesn't work.
Doesn't work. I drink the water? No.
It's okay. I'm not thirsty.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything I can use here yet. I'm pretty sure he needs to knock the tree down, but now I have to walk, so... Yeah, the retro tank stuff does really good. And what I want to do is, I have the parts for it, and as you probably may have seen, I'm practicing soldering now, and I'm trying to get better at it. But I really want to build a GPS control, because I think that would fit my needs a lot, I think, in general. The retro tank products are, of course, amazing for what I've heard. But at least the GPS control, I already have the GPS board, I have a 3D printer case for it. It would be a good thing to have for me in my toolkit for streaming or capturing and all that stuff. So that's one I want to mess with. That one can do scan lines and all that good stuff too, and downscaling to 240p, which I have some ideas for that too. But yeah. Yeah, they are expensive. They're really good. I mean, it's like, I think, as I understand it, if you get a 5X, it's the end scale, right? It does, like, everything. It's amazing, from what I understand. I think Dermot has one, right? And he really likes it, but it just works. So that's the thing. The GPS control is much cheaper. It is open source. You can go here now, too. Just these glorious backgrounds. See where we're gonna go now.
I'll be the laughing stock of the guild.
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Tell me of what ails you, wood-cutting person.
It's not worth it. I
Oh,
may as
boy.
well accept the future fate has planned for me. My life is in ruins.
I mean, when I think compositing, composting, yeah. We do have a composting service, but compositing, like, I think pretty much all the ones that I, and heck, like, for me, compositing is just an overlay, right? And then I have other ones, like the one that I did probably the most compositing on was the Mr. video, because I had the scrolling effect of the videos coming up, and that took forever to line up and all that stuff. And that's just my inexperience, but other than that, like, anytime I'm doing, like, multiple things on the same screen, you know, the Mac video where I showed, like, the upgrade stuff, you know, the multiple layers, blurring the background, stuff like that, and you know, the sky's the limit, of course, and I'm just scratching it, but that's probably what I do mostly compositing. Compositing, my goodness. But I do so many of the shots that are compositing for cutting out. Oh, one that I did was the Game Boy upgrade video. What I did was I basically cut out the Game Boy after the upgrade and put it in next to the old one. It was the same Game Boy, but it showed old and new, so... Yeah, that's the thing. I would love to do that as a deeper hobby, but to learn. But like, if in a different life, in a different world, I may have been more into the editing scene, and I think a lot of people came from that. Like I know, like Jeremy's Retro Bar, which I met at VCF Midwest. Like he came from that background, I think, and the My Life in Gaming guys, they came from that background. So, all right, thanks for stopping by, Bruce. Best of luck for you. See you later. Yeah, the Mister is so good from that perspective. I see going with component. I think that's what I do. It's going component with a lot of stuff that I can, because I have component switchers and everything, and my CRT TV accepts components, so... but I have a Pelican switcher that I use for my stuff. They're daisy chained together. And I should make a video on those, because I printed out a custom little bracket for it to make it look nice, so...
Still, it's a wonderful world we live in, eh?
That's easy for you to say. What did I do to deserve this?
What exactly is the problem?
He's really upset.
Trees.
Trees?
Trees.
The big hard brown things with green bits?
Trees, yes.
How can a tree be a problem?
It's not all trees, just the ones around here.
It can be as fast or slow as you want, I think. In general, well, it's basically... It's going to stick to the black and white era max. It is, you know, the color classic, kind of that stuff, but it's not going to be like, you know, your Quadras or whatever. Yeah, that's kind of sticks to that. So imagine it's trying to do primarily the black and white all-in-one original max. That's what it's targeting, the 68K max, those early ones.
What's so special about these trees?
They have some sort of magical protection over them. The blows of my axe just bounce off.
Were you holding the axe the right way round?
Oh, snarky
I
Simon.
tried holding it in every way imaginable, but to no avail.
Why don't you just go back to a normal forest?
Because all my money is tied up in this house, I can't afford to go back. It looked like a real woodcutter's paradise in the brochure. Now I know why none of the others came here.
Why don't you just buy a magical axe?
Do you know how much those things cost?
Cost?
The only thing that'll help me is an axe made of Milrith.
Milrith?
It's an anagram of Mithril. It's also the hardest metal known to man.
Touche. Yeah, they make fun of everything.
You should make your axe out of me. I'm well hard.
I doubt you're as hard as Milrith. You're not as rare either. I've never even heard of anyone that's seen it.
Yeah, and I think that's the sky's the limit there, right? Because it becomes like just who's going to take the time to develop it and do it. And I would assume there's a way to do at least a Buddha 1 card, or, I mean, yeah, Buddha 2 probably too. It's just a matter of like who's going to do it, right? And how big would the FPGA chip have to be, and how expensive would it be?
Have you tried the dwarves?
If you want Mithril, dwarves is fine. But those stunty buggers don't know anything about Milrith. When I asked, all they did was give me this metal detector.
Give me the metal detector.
And now we're a metal detector for no reason.
Okay. You can't do any worse than me, I suppose.
Okay.
You're on.
I don't remember where to use that, so we'll see if we get to that point. But now, we need to get him a Milrith axe, basically. Oh, I think this is just a... Can we use a rope here? No.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
There's a ladder? No.
That doesn't work.
Free... Nope.
There's someone fishing down there.
Hmm. Yeah, it's nice to do that sometimes too. And something that we enjoy a lot is that when sometimes, because right now, the kids are in so many activities and we do so many different things, sometimes it's really nice to just, I think we take days sometimes where we just literally just do nothing as a family. Like, you know, the kids can screen if they want, you know, maybe we'll go get ice cream or something, but we don't have any plans. That can be glorious. And I think I didn't expect it having school-age children now, how many activities and things we're shuttling them to. My oldest one now is, you know, he's turning 11 here soon, but realizing he's getting pretty close to, I mean, realistically, closer and closer to a license. So, like, realize that when you get the driver's license, all you're going to do is shuttle your siblings around. And he's like, oh. So I'm not sure he's super eager to drive yet, but I think we've been everywhere I know now. So now we got to start figuring out what things... Oh, no, I know one place to go now, actually. So, I think we know how to get past the goats or the troll. We're going to go talk to the troll again, because I think I know what to do now. The amount of errands and stuff like that, and just moving around so much. We live in a city that just, there's virtually no public transportation. We have to drive everywhere, so... Yep. And that's the other thing, too, I'd like to think as my kids get to the party age, too, is like, I don't care if you call me at 2 or 3 in the morning. I will come pick you up. Like, don't drive drunk home or, you know, get in the car if you're not comfortable. Like, I will come pick you up. Doesn't matter. And, you know, we'll figure it out. Like a standing thing. Okay.
Okay, you've made your point.
I shall not be moved.
I'm back. Will you let me across now?
Not until I have satisfaction.
How would you like your goat?
Stewed would be nice. It's been ages since I had stewed goat.
I'll see what I can do for you, okay?
Okay. Hang on a minute. What's with the whistle around your neck?
It's mine. You can't touch it.
Give it here. Let's have a look at it. Huh. That did a lot. Now where were we? Oh yeah. I was just going to suggest eating you in.
It's those things where you get a thing and then you can progress.
Is this guy bothering you?
Yeah, sick him.
Righty ho.
Oh.
You've been picking on my friend.
No, sir.
Yeah, the voice acting on the troll is not.
Think otherwise.
Ow.
What should I do with him?
Chuck him in the stream.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'm really curious why this is. It's got to be CD-ROM, right? I think I got to replace that on this machine.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Because I use this, of course, as the primary DOS streaming machine, but most of the time I'm not playing from the CD. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the thing. When I think about audio capture, I have it simple in the sense that I just capture, you know, I just capture analog directly, but having the option of doing digital, I don't know, Phil's computer lab did that a lot, right? He focused on having digital out with the optical stuff, because I mean, it's got to be getting the cleanest possible signal you can, right? At that point, like, there's no way to get any cleaner than that. Now the trolls could walk past. Did I go here earlier? I thought I did. Did that just let me go through that spot? I don't think it gave me any... Oh, okay, I haven't been here. There's so many places to go in this game. I had to find the password for the, where does this go? Oh. Well, we have a clapper here. We're gonna use the clapper with this bell. Hello.
What the hell do you want?
I've come to rescue you. Who put the lights out?
He's in his hat. Look at that. It's not silly. Yeah, I think that if you're looking at, like, XP era stuff or whatever, especially with the... I don't know. I mean, the Orpheus then would be a DOS card, right? If you can get... use hair. Climb up. See what they're making fun of? Haha. I think it's nice to have flexibility and options, right? Again, I always try and get the best I can, but in this case when I'm streaming and YouTube is making, you know, whatever. But it's still noisy and there's some stuff with the audio you have to figure out. But the fact you can do that as an option to get super clean audio is attractive too, so...
Caw! What the hell do you want? You're not the Wicked Witch.
I've come to rescue you, sweet lady.
He's still a teenager.
Not the first. The witch caught the rest of them and
Simon the
turned them
Sorcerer.
into meat
It is.
pate.
Maybe I wasn't the first, but I sure
This
am
is
the best.
very, like, irreverent, not revenant, but irreverent 90s point-and-click adventure game from a company called AdventureSoft. So kind of like a competitor to LucasArts and Sierra at the time.
Spin wool for her.
Hang on. Did you say piglet?
Maybe this will explain everything.
My God!
Oh my. Put a
Everyone
sensor bar
makes
over
the
that.
Same mistake. And when they see my face, they run screaming from the tower. The only
This is the
way a
90s.
spell can be broken is with a kiss from one from another dimension.
This is where I come in, I feel. Fear not, your savior is here.
And it's just a pig.
What did I do to deserve this?
Should be a little latency, I think, but... Yeah, so now I have a pig in my inventory, because of course you do.
Ugh, there are loads of mushy novels and underwear all around here. It's too big for me.
So now I have a pig in my inventory.
I can't imagine what use I'll have for it.
I know exactly what use I'll have for it. Don't know where that goes. Only on well here. There you go, he's doing it. But it's like, just look at the luscious background and that cloud there and everything. And that was just like one little scene there. So I don't know the count on the screens in this game, but it's got to be a ton, more than a lot of other contemporary games like that. So yeah, it's gorgeous. Like, it just, again, the pixel artistry, and I keep bringing that up, but it just looks so good. Now we have pig, and I know exactly where that pig goes, so I know one place to progress at least. I think this is where the evil sorcerer is. No, never mind, it's down here. Okay, can I use the rope here?
That doesn't work. There's someone fishing down there.
I'll get down there, though.
I don't see the point.
Can't go there, huh? I can't remember how to get down.
That doesn't work.
Let's see. Yeah, so it was a floppy. This is on Amiga as well, actually, which is, of course, text. And the talkie version was called out specifically that it's a talkie version. There's a little sticker here, like I mentioned earlier. But it launched, I think, on floppy as well. But I bought it late enough that it was the re-release CD-ROM. That's where I got a lot of my games from that era. But it's interesting, like, it even is... I'm not sure if it doesn't like the processor being too fast. I can also try and set it to run slower with the set mold, and then maybe that will fix a bit of it too, because now it's kind of almost choppy here. You might not just like the new processor. Yeah, the CHD is, like, amazing in what it does, but it certainly is very rough on the machines.
There's someone fishing down there.
I'll get down there eventually, I think. There's a lot of these where, like, again, you gotta know exactly what to do or whatever. I don't think I've been down here, but otherwise, I know we need to go back to the village, so we'll go there next if we can't find our way here now. But we did progress, of course, past the troll. But that was somewhat trial and error with these games, right? You wouldn't have the solution. Okay, that's snake right there. Like, again, there's so much flourish and little things happening, so... Yeah, it's true. The images are... Hello, Oath.
What appears to be the problem?
Are you a farmer?
Do I look like a farmer?
No, but you could be wearing a costume.
I see.
Touché.
Know anything about magic beans?
Not a sausage.
I am not interested in sausages. Do you know anything about magic beans or not?
I figured they would...
no.
You are fine.
They're probably compressed somehow, right?
I've just remembered I do know something about beans.
Why aren't my beans growing then?
Eh?
I planted them here, but they haven't grown an inch yet.
Maybe you should water them.
Water them? Why would I want to do that?
To make them grow?
Yeah, the CHD is
that
really...
sounds like a good idea. I'll tell you what. You go and get the water, and I'll keep watch.
I'm one step ahead of you,
Got a
mate.
bucket of water, dude.
Well,
Don't just stand there then. Pour it on the seeds. You drown them. I'll have to go and dry them out now.
I think this is my cue to exit.
I think... Thirst Mutilator. Yeah, there we go. I think I get the beans there now. Thank you. I know what I need to do with those. So now we're getting some items. I know a few things to do now, and it's just like memory, because it's one of those things, you play a game you haven't played for, act like, well over 15 years now. Just soak in this background. This is gorgeous, really. And again, this is just a transport screen. It has nothing here that I know of. You just walk through. But I guess you gotta think also that the screen is not the whole, like, the image, right? It's only a part, because you have such a big section here with the commands, so... yeah, I was gonna take out the 486 and do this, but then I just realized that... Can I pick that up? Oh, I'll take the sign too, why not? Even Ron, welcome. What's it say?
It says, equal rights for trolls on it.
I think there's some items you just never end up using, so... yeah, I've thought about it playing us on a 46, this will be a perfect match for it, and that's what I played originally on, but I'm like, oh, I gotta dig it out and hook it up, so I'm just gonna use the P1 here that's always hooked up for streaming, but then, now of course it's having a little struggle, so... You guys done with the, Rift Tracks stream? Oh, God.
What's the awful racket? Can you shut up, please?
Sorry, old chap, can't hear you.
Can you shut up for a minute?
I do beg your pardon.
Thank you.
How can I help you?
What the hell is that thing?
That thing is a sousaphone. It's a musical instrument.
But yeah, I think that the 46 may have been a better, match for it
What's
now.
that supposed to mean?
What I heard didn't sound too musical to me.
I see, old chap.
Say, how was the Rift Tracks stream?
I'm not
sorry I couldn't join
with
there.
that racket going on.
Now, even Toby Life? I guess I don't have anything. I thought there's something you can throw in there later to block it or something, but... Alright, I think I know where to go now to do a few things, so... do that. Maybe we'll just use the postcard to get back to the village. Map. There we go, now we're getting some things here. Go to the village. I'll save some time. We're also going to save now. Literally save. There's the, Swamp Dude. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with those K6 processors. You can get a lot of flexibility. And really, block them around. That's the strength of the AMD platforms of the era, so... oh, no problem. Yeah, I'm eager to join, of course, but yeah, usually stream at this time. Let's see, so there's a chocolate truffle door here, and we have a pig in our inventory, so we're going to use the pig on the door. That's what you need the pig for. Now the pig will eat the door. That's pretty much it. That's all. So the whole thing with Rapunzel there was just to get the pig to eat the door here. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I do really like those K6 platforms because you can mess with them so much and declock and everything, and they're super, super flexible. And then you get even software to do directly, right, just through command line. I know Phil from Phil's Computer Lab has messed with that a lot. Now we can get in here. I think we just need the smoke box. Pick up smoke box. They're just robbing everything. So I posted that in Discord, right, that I'm working on it. That I am working on the video for my VCF pickup. The door was made of chocolate truffle. So pig and truffles, right?
Just like Granny used to have.
What a delightful little cottage here. So I'm working on a VCF video or the pickup from that. And once I'm done with that, and I already shot most of it, so I'm just going to edit it at this point. And when I do that, after that, I'm probably going to work on the Super Socket 7. I'll make an actual full build video like I used to do with, like, here's all the parts, putting it together, because I have everything I need now to build that machine, finally. So there will be a full, like, you know, here are all the parts, or we're going to put it together, play some games, you know, all that good stuff. So one of the old classic full ones. Oh.
I'll wear it when I need it.
Okay. And some honey. And yeah, I think that based on what I found is that that tower was used for a lot of machines from the era. It's a very classic, so yeah, I'm excited. It should be a fun one. So I can just pick up honey now.
It's stuck to the beehive.
Yep, I won't go through
I took some
everything.
beeswax from the hive.
Don't remember where we need the beeswax. Now it's like getting a little fuzzy on what to do next here. So, but yeah, it will go through the whole thing and do a full build. So, eat the wax.
That's not part of a balanced diet.
Oh, cheeky. That's not part of a balanced diet. Yeah, this game is really fun, and I mean, you've probably seen it here now, but I mean, if you enjoy point-and-click adventure games from this era and haven't played this one, this is a great one to explore. Very loud. Because it has all the classic hallmarks of these LucasArts games, right? But it's something different, too. And again, the British humor in this is something you don't see, but... let's see. I think we're going to use the beans with the compost. Magical beans, and that will... Yep.
Wow, this must be good compost.
And watermelon. So I know that.
I hate melon.
We'll save again now. And I think, let's see, what do we have? We got the matches, we got the rope, full remedy. I think we need like a jar or something. I'm gonna go back to the druid hut. I know we're supposed to put something there that he hammers down, but I don't have it yet. I think probably the metal from the dwarves first. See, you can go almost anywhere right away, right? There's almost nothing blocking you, so that makes it a little overwhelming. But it also leads to that you can kind of explore and do your own thing, if you will. Something else in here? There's just a moose head. Specimen jar. I need that. See, memories of what to do for all this stuff.
It's a specimen collecting jar for invertebrates.
I think we have to go back to Swamp Dude now. So many things to keep track of, but I don't think there's anything else we can do here without getting coin. That's the crossroads. The swamp place down here, I think so. Maybe? I don't remember now. Nope, that was just here. That wasn't the swamp. I can't remember now. But there's so many places to go now. Is it the swamp? Nope. I could have sworn there's a way here to do the rope here. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Soldier. See you next time. And we'll wait for the video. See you later. Is there a tree? I could have sworn there's a way to get down here.
That doesn't work.
Something here. Or is there a different way down? I could have sworn there was a way to get down here, like the ladder.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
I string them together. Wait, a rock on the... there's nothing on the tree that I can activate, it looks like. The only thing that's you can activate on the screen is the gorge. seem to remember there's a root over here, maybe? No. Vines. There we go. That's it. Use rope with vines.
That doesn't work.
What? There we go. Okay, just climb the vines. I know there's a way to get down here. It just rings a bell. Now we get some more making fun of things here. Go check out the cave here first.
I'm not going in there. My mummy told me not to party with strangers. Excuse
As
me.
Golem.
Yes, don't hurt us. Don't let them hurt us, precious nice hobbit.
I hope this isn't an infringement of copyright.
Don't worry, it's just the annual meeting of the Tolkien Appreciation Society.
Tolkien Appreciation Society.
What's with a fishing rod?
It's like this. Every year, one of us gets chosen to get lunch. I haven't had so much as a nibble yet.
What do you do at these meetings?
They're making fun of the fact now that Tolkien,
We also reenact famous
not
scenes
fact
from
of,
his
but they are
books.
poking fun at the fandom and stuff instead.
Why don't you just dial a pizza?
This cave's not on the phone.
Oh, right. Happy hunting then. See ya.
Thanks.
We'd have to give him something. Want a melon?
I don't think he'd find any use for it.
Gotta give him something, but I'm not sure I have what he needs.
I don't think he'd find any use for it.
So I can talk to him. But I don't think you need to...
There appears to be much merriment going on in there.
Much merriment? Yeah, he wants some food or something to make him happy. I think I need to get a fish from somewhere, maybe? Vague memories now what to do next. I need the password for the Dwarven place. Maybe I should go back to the bar and talk to them there. I think I've been everywhere else now. Although I know I can go back to the swamp if I can just find my way there. Got the beans. Puddle there. A gorgeous screen here. I'll let you guys sit and look at this gorgeous screen for a second while I hit the restroom. I'll bring it back. Someone took my stuff? Yeah, I'll say, forget it, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm not sure. I mean, it's just, again, it's gorgeous, and I don't know the technical details behind the game, but where was that guy with the instrument? I was gonna say, I was trying to think of a really bad game I have on here now, but oh well. There it is. I think we can... I think we can throw the watermelon into the sousaphone.
36, 24, 38, hun.
Oh, curses. It's broken.
This is your lucky day. I just happen to own a musical instrument repair parlor. I can have it done up for you in no time.
Really?
Sure. Just hand it over and I'll return it within an hour.
So you might as well grab my mail order Doom too while you're at it. Not that I have one, but I don't remember where to use the sousaphone now, but
A complex arrangement of valves and metal tubes.
Yeah, I haven't even bought the Quake remaster. I really should. I mean, it's got so much cool extra content and everything. It's like kind of the definitive way to play the game now. So now I need to go back to the swamp, I'm pretty sure, because I know that specimen jar can be used for getting the swamp stew, but I don't remember how to get back to the swamp. There's too many paths now. Yeah, I don't think I own Quake on Steam, so... Which I thought was a really cool thing I've done to do. Where is... I haven't seen I can mess with a sleeping giant. No. I don't have the forest. I know I just haven't bought it or needed it, so... Which is cottage. I think this took me back to the swamp somehow, right? I keep picking up stuff now. I don't know where everything goes, but that's just kind of the way this game is. You just gotta try and... that's where I was. Let's go to swamp. I bet the swamp didn't have its own like marker on the map. Did I go here earlier? So lost now. I'm gonna have to pull up a map or something. Try them all. This is this place. And that's the Rapunzel place. Yeah, it's important I stick to that, because, I mean, this is where I just came from. It's like they, I know the whole thing with the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, right? They used a horrible font. I know you can mod in a better one, but it's still just like... That font picking is actually pretty important when it comes to certain games. It just has to match for what they need. Let's just go down to the... randomly wander around the forest, I guess. Oh, that's the same way here now. Yeah, we'll go back to the bar. I think you have to get beer from there somehow, but... It's this place. Yeah, maybe. Just, I haven't played it, but I have a friend who was playing the Pixel Remaster, and he could not play without replacing the font. It was weird. It looked really bad. It was like shrunk down to the side. It wasn't even like a full width font. It looked really terrible. So I have to find some mahogany. Yeah, I'm just like lost now. Guess I can go to the center of the forest and look around there. This is where the dwarves are. So if you go up here, where does that go? Nope. Yeah, and I haven't played many of those RPGs because they didn't import a lot of JRPGs into Sweden. For some reason, there was a company called Bergsala, and they basically became the only distributor of like Nintendo products in like Scandinavia, and they just... It's a weird story because it started with just like this one guy that basically managed to convince Nintendo that they were bigger than they were, and they became the exclusive distributor of Nintendo in Sweden and Scandinavia, and they became just huge from there. Okay, well that didn't help me. So they basically had an iron grip on which games got imported, and like one, I think I mentioned before, I was saving up money to buy Lufia, which is just the kind of standard JRPG of the era, Super Nintendo. And I saved money for months and months. I remember reading the previews, I'm all excited about it. And then Bergsala said, Nah, we're not going to import it like a month before it was supposed to release, because we don't think there's a market for JRPG games like that here. So like, oh, neat. Did I go in this cave entrance? Yeah, I did. Maybe, no, this led to the swamp, right? Yeah. We'll listen to this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now this guy's gonna be sad, but I think we can pocket the stew in the specimen jar, so...
I knew you'd come back for more.
Actually,
Sit! Sit!
Yep. Get some more of that delicious stew.
I bring you lovely stew.
Looks cozy, but...
Oh no.
Yeah, we're gonna pocket the stew, because I think we'll need that later. I can't remember what we use it for, but... I will say, I enjoy how many things you can do with interacting here. Consume lizard. I think he runs out now.
You finished? Oh no! I've run out of stew. I'm so sorry. I'll just go collect ingredients to make more.
Yeah.
Stay here. I'll be back soon.
Thank God I won't have to eat any more of that stuff.
Let's see. Can you do anything with the bowl? I don't think there's anything now. There's a chest. Okay, I didn't realize that was there, but... Huh. I forgot that this was here.
Whoa, this plank is loose.
I think I need a nail and a hammer to get past here. I need the coins. I can't get past here yet. So much of this stuff here. But I say I enjoy all the interactivity in the sense that there are so many different things you can do to progress. Well, I mean, there's only one way usually to. But the fact that...
It's the empty stew pot that the swampling cooks his stew in. I couldn't rob him of his livelihood.
I could and would, but we're not going to do it right now, I guess. So now I have wax, I got a hat. I think a lot of these items you don't end up using at all, or you've used them and then that's it. I walk through here, right? Yeah, this was the snow area. I don't remember what was up here after that. Is there a dead end over here? Did I just stop here? I don't remember now.
I feel lucky. I'm going to do this very carefully.
Yeah, I think this... There we go, yeah, this screen has a... The metal detector you can use randomly, but in this one I think it actually finds something.
Wow, that sure is strong metal.
I don't have a ladder or a shovel to dig, right? So...
I've already found the millwraith.
This is where the millwraith is. But I need a way to get it out of the ground. I don't have. I know what the magnet's used for now, I remember that, but... Yep, can't do that yet. Oh, that's right, that's Sleeping Giant.
That doesn't work.
There we go. I think we're gonna wake him with the sousaphone, which has a melon stuck. There we go. He didn't like that at all. There we go. Yeah, we're making pretty good progress now, because I just... A game like this that you haven't played for so long, point-and-click adventure game, right? Just takes a while getting used to, so...
It's a statue of a pygmy warrior woman.
Gorgeous backdrops again. That's right, I remember this here now. So, this is pretty funny because it has like a sign here for...
It says, warning, spontaneously combustible substance. My God! It's a real dragon!
Well, what did you expect in a dragon's cave?
This isn't happening.
I wouldn't hang about if I were you. I've got a fearful cold and consequently am not fully in control of my breath.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh. Scorched.
Ouch! Lucky I was wearing my asbestos underwear.
Haha. I think we have a cold remedy in here. Yep, we sure do. Let's give that to that guy. Chucks it in. Here we go. I remember that. That's why I'm so bad at playing. Like, then this one I remember from powering through this when I was a kid, right? There we go. Now I can actually pick up the fire extinguisher.
Wake up, Mr. Dragon! The hell am I doing? I don't want to wake him.
Can I use the
I'd
sousaphone?
probably get arrested for breach of the peace.
Can I pick up some gold coins?
I'm not going past him. If he wakes up, I'll be toast again.
Oh, that's some coins. There's lots of money. He doesn't need all that. He can get walk past here too. Yeah.
My, that's an interesting rock.
Looks like a nice place. I think we need a pin here. Something to put in the...
There's a pin missing.
Oh well. So now, where do we need a fire extinguisher? That's a dragon's cave. And now we have a lot of places we can just hop to here. Might go back in the bar. Because I can't remember where to find the password for the... where... Figured. I don't think we ran into any other dwarves.
Wow. Very sophisticated.
Or is this one of those... Yeah, a little bit of Geiger there.
All right, mate.
All right.
What's the password then?
What's the password then?
Acne?
No. Try again.
Acorn?
No. Try again.
I can't remember if they just keep going for ever.
Try again.
Or if you do this a while and then the actual real password comes up.
Try again.
Acid?
No. Try again.
Adverb?
They went all in on this bit.
Try again.
Advert?
No. Try again.
Going alphabetical, of course, but...
Agenda?
No. Try again.
Actually, no, I think I know. I think there's a rock outside the front that it has a password under.
Shucks. I guess I've forgotten it.
Rules is rules.
That's a nice way to do it, too, because, like, the fast travel is handy, but it's still... Yeah, there's a rock there.
Oh, look. There's a word written on it. It has the word beer chalked on it.
Yes. The word beer. Now I remembered.
All right, mate.
All right.
What's the password then?
Is it beer?
You may pass.
Right on.
You may pass.
Watch ya, fella dwarf.
Go away, I'm busy.
What's rattled your cage?
You! Now go away!
Now, some of those games are really fun to not fast travel in. I'm actually picked up Cyberpunk again now after watching Edge Runners, and that show left me hollow, so I had to play the game again. Now it's patched enough that it's enjoyable. But I tend to not fast travel in that game either, because I enjoy the Cyberpunk, like, soaking in and driving around or running around. Some games that really lend itself, and I mean, Breath of the Wild is a good one to just go do it, you know?
I'm an inspector from head office.
Where's your ID?
I've left it at home.
Leave me alone.
Now we're in the... I do not. Let's see.
They are beer barrels.
It's... Remind me,
I'll never be able to move that fat lump.
Can't remember. I think we can just use... There we go. Pickle him and he rolls. There we go. Whee! There we go. Uh-huh. A random key. So the Outer Wilds was the one that has like kind of like this. I haven't played it, but Outer Worlds, was that the one that was just kind of like you know, Obsidian's like Fallout in space kind of thing, right? I played that a little bit, I think. One on Game Pass. Didn't get that far, but I liked it. So it was, you know, very reminiscent of you know, your Bethesda games, of course.
Stop! Guard, get rid of him!
Duty dwarves only.
I am a duty dwarf.
No, you're not.
Fair enough.
So naff.
Do you accept bribes?
Bribes? Bribes? What did you have in mind?
Hang on a minute.
It had better be good.
I don't know what he wants.
I don't think he'd find any use for it.
Evening, Alex. Welcome. Yeah, I really should play it again, too. It's just there's so many games and stuff like that. And from what I heard, it's kind of a little shorter, too, which helps. But the fact that... I like the fact that they wrote in, like, the intelligence thing. Don't have anything that he wants. You want the placard?
I don't think he'd find any use for it. I don't think he'd find any use for it. I don't think he'd find any use for it. I don't think he'd find any use for it.
Just don't remember. A bucket, yeah. So I got a little further here, but then I don't have... Oh, there's a bottle. Can I take that?
It's not mine to pick up.
Hasn't stopped you before there, Simon. You're taking everything else. I have a key now.
It's not a Yale.
Alright, thanks for stopping by, Mike. And see you later. Yeah, that's the thing, too. I'm almost tempted to buy a second one or whatever, because my original here, I don't know how it compares, but... So now we have a lot of stuff here. I don't know where to use the fire extinguisher.
It's a carbon dioxide fire extinguisher.
Which makes sense. I need to get gold. And to buy stuff, to buy the hammer, to get past there. But now I'm a little bit stuck, because now I don't remember. Go back to the restaurant. Probably save again, too. I don't have any coins to buy stuff. Use postcards. Save. You can do something. Wow. That's, sometimes we gotta do that to just find all the stuff that's on there, right? It's brutal, but important work.
Hello again.
Yeah?
I'd like a wet wizard, please.
Hang on a moment.
Hang on a moment.
I'm sure I've got some sparrow juice down here somewhere.
Oh, there we go. Now I know what to do.
Where is it?
You put the wax to stop the beer. Whoop, plug it.
I've blocked the nozzle on the barrel with the wax.
And now when he tries to refill here, nothing comes
I'm
up.
sorry, sir. I can't seem to find any sparrow juice at the moment.
That's okay. I'm underage anyway.
There we go. I guess refill it now. There we go.
Wait here, kid. I've got something for you.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a whole bunch of extra drives, then those are good for, I mean, retro
Hey,
stuff.
kid.
Spin a disc.
Take one of these leaflets home to your dad.
Happy hour at the Drunken Druid. Ale for 1 gold piece a mug. There's also a free beer voucher attached.
Well, then we can probably give that to the dwarf there, and he'd be more than happy for his, So he's WinZip? My goodness. Oh, I wouldn't take that now.
Good thing I've got a big hat. There's enough beer in this barrel for a really good night with the lads.
Free beer. Now we're going to go back to the dwarves. And then we need to wear our... So between the beer coupon and the beer bucket, right?
Wow. Very sophisticated. Itchy, though.
I tend to use 7-zip for most of my actual zipping utilities, and that works on Windows 95 and 98 too, which is pretty slick.
All right.
What's the password then?
Is it beer?
I think you can keep
You
going
may
through the alphabet until you get to beer.
Right on.
You might be able to. Alright, let's see. Do you want the beer voucher? There we go.
Wow, a free drink. It's a shame I don't get off early enough to use it.
Care for some beer by any chance?
I'm on duty, but I suppose one mag can't hurt. Bring it down, will you?
Okie dokie.
This way.
Just bribed him with beer. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, as the thing with spinning disc, it's just like it takes
Bring
a
it
lot.
over here.
Takes a lot of space and everything. If you're building machines or have it, then yeah. They're worth
Now,
collecting since they
how about a
break
drinking
down eventually,
competition?
at least the ones I use, but... Alright, well now we can go past, and the guy doesn't seem to care.
Anyone for a beer?
This dwarfist.
Guard! Guard!
Time for a sharp exit.
Where is that lazy slug? He must have gone for a beer break.
He did.
Hi-ho, it's off to work we go. La 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 la, hi-ho, 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 hi-ho.
It's a heavy gold-encrusted door.
Uh-huh. I don't even know where this takes us now. I'm just kind of just running with... Oh, look at this. Hello!
Oi! Get out of here. This is restricted area.
I've come to make you an offer.
Really? What sort of an offer?
I was hoping you might know.
Stop wasting my time. Get out of here.
Do you want free beer?
And stay out.
Hi-ho, it's off to work we go. La 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 la, hi-ho, 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 hi-ho.
Got pretty far in here, but I don't know what to do now. That's not grading at all. You do anything with the hook?
Shut up.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, I think we need to do something with the hook here, but...
Hi-ho, it's off to work we go. La 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 la.
Yeah, that's true.
La, hi-ho,
Oh, that's loud and annoying.
I thought I told you to go away.
Yep, but I've come back.
Get out of here before I throw you out! And stay out!
I had to do something here, but I can't with this annoying sound. A sluggish movement here. Something to do with the hook, but I don't remember.
That doesn't work.
Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna turn down a little bit so we don't have to hear that so much. I can actually look at this place here. That's really annoying. Yeah, it runs really sluggish too. So what's with the hook then?
It's a hook attached to a length of rope.
Sure if I have anything that will work on here. Don't think so, but that would be pretty brutal. Kind of like a chance to talk to the dude in here again without him kicking me out, but I don't think I can.
It's off to work we go. La 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 la. I thought I told you to go away.
A temporary miscalculation on your part.
Why?
Because I've come to make you a once-in-a-lifetime offer.
What sort of an offer?
I've got something in my inventory that you want.
What's that then?
Well...
What's this? Happy hour at the Drunken Druid and a free voucher? How can I ever repay you?
Nice pile of gems you got there.
Just one, though.
Alright. That sounds like that will do it, yeah.
Here you are. Now clear off.
There we go. Wonder if we can cash that in now.
And stay out.
Get out of this ripping room.
Shut up. Hi-ho, it's off to work we go.
Woo. Can you cash it in?
I don't think he'd find any use for it. I've got something important to say.
Yes?
Let's see.
Got any free samples?
No.
Sam.
Will you please go away now?
Okay.
Okay. Now we have gem, but I'm not sure where to give it, so... They kind of went around the Dungeon Master's plan quite a bit there. Now we have gem. We just need to figure out where to use it or get gold. Can we give it to the shopkeep? Can he buy it, maybe?
The asparagus jelly goes...
I don't think he'd find any use for it.
Fine.
Yeah, I disagree. It should be put here with the other vegetables.
I don't think he'd find any use for it.
I say it goes here.
Excuse me. How do, boys? What's new?
Ah.
Not a lot. He's a little uglier, perhaps.
Yeah, it's always fun.
and
With,
he's
I mean,
a
I haven't played
little
D&D in years, but that's when, you know,
See you around.
the DM
Bye.
makes or breaks it, because depending on how creative they can get or what they kind of let you quote unquote get away with, right? So, well, I mean, it's a lot of progression here now, but I'm trying to think of what to do next. 'Cause now you get to the phase where you're basically just trying random things or clicking random things or doing stuff like that. We clearly got what we needed from the bar here. And this is the blacksmith. Now we can put something here to... Oh, maybe he can smash this open. Maybe?
That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Nope.
It's locked.
Locked. Why is the door then? Now I don't remember. And that's the thing when you get into these games, like I'm playing for so long, it's just how do you progress and... Oh, that's right. I can probably give this guy... He might sell me or let me buy something.
Hey, mate,
There you
you
go.
interested in a priceless gem?
Give here. I'll have a look at it. This is nice. Very nice. Dwarven, I wager. It's one of those gems that changes colour. I'll give you 4 pieces for it.
Four gold pieces?
4 gold
That's
pieces.
a quality gemstone, that is.
Okay, how about 10 gold pieces?
It's an improvement, but still daylight robbery.
Okay, 15 pieces, but only because I like the look of you.
Let's call it a nice even 20 and be done with it.
Okay, okay. 18 gold pieces it is.
Pardon?
20 then. But you drive a hard bargain, no mistake. I better go and put it somewhere safe. Bye.
I wonder how he did that.
He's disappeared. But now we can go buy the hammer, I think. Alright, now we got some money. Then we can get through that place there. And alright, now we're getting somewhere too. Where else? Oh, that's right. I had the thing, the bar too, but... Alright. Pick up
The asparagus
hammer.
jelly goes here with all the other jelly.
I would like to buy this.
That will be 2 gold pieces.
Okay, here you are.
Easy enough.
It comes with a free nail.
Anything else, sir?
I just like to browse.
Free nail. Nothing else I could buy, right? Everything else I tried in here was not available. Corn. Pick up corn?
I would like to buy this.
We've had a lot of complaints about it.
Yeah, I don't think anything else. It's just a hammer. But now we need to find a way. How the heck do we find... Across the swamp again. I already forgot. I think I went from the center of the forest and then up to the right, and there was a cave there. Again, just delightful graphics in this. Just delightful. I must spend a lot of time making these backgrounds and everything. Yeah, there we go. I don't know where that will lead us, but we're making progress. I tried buying the cake earlier and it said it was reserved for another customer, so... If he's here now, or if he's still like collecting ingredients. Well, he's still not here, so that works in our favor. There we go. Hammer this in so we can walk here. It's funny because you think that all these weird, obtuse solutions to all these games, and eventually now it's just like put a nail and hammer on the board. Ooh. Pick up Frog's Bane. I don't know what we need Frog's Bane for, but... A lovely skull.
It's Skull Island. It's a special herb with strange properties.
So where are we stuck now that we can't get past? I got coins now. I can't remember where else I was looking for money, I guess. Been up to the dragon. Go to the witch, maybe? Oh, we've got to been to the shop. Let's see if I can play the game. I don't think I can, but... in the, bar here. No quarters.
I haven't got any quarters.
Fine. So, let's see. We have... oh, that's right. He probably wants that food. Weirdly enough. I need a shovel to dig the Millerith up. But I bet that guy will probably eat that stew. If I remember right. Complicated. But again, you have to do trial and error for so many of these things. And you think how long... and this is a pretty big game, actually, so...
I don't think he'd find any use for it. Excuse me?
Well...
have you seen them nasty thieving hobbit thing? Oh, it's you. What a waste of a good routine.
Cease your fishing.
There we go.
I am a purveyor of finest stewed swamp.
Wow, it really...
Stewed swamp? What's that?
Little struggles weirdly here.
Will this feed 40 people?
It's concentrated. Just add boiling water and stir.
Thanks a lot. You can have the fishing rod in return.
Tar.
I'll go and join the others looking for the ring.
What ring?
The ring. I could have sworn I had it on me when I started fishing.
Yep, he doesn't have the ring. Boot. You gotta have the time-lapse thing in all these games. I don't know what that is. A vape cartridge. Sometime later. Classic.
Aha! I wonder if this thing really works. Bloody hell! It does work.
Invisible.
I better take it off before I wear it out.
That might come in handy later. Can I have the fishing rod too? No.
I think I'd better wait until I really need it.
Fair enough, yeah. I think it has batteries in it even runs out. But yeah, now we have the one ring. Because, you know, randomly like that. And, it's just, I don't know, it's a well-crafted game. Like, they make fun of a little bit of everything. I don't remember where we need to use the ring, but... down here. Okay, we did that already. Did the pig. Save. Say, what adventure games do people in the chat prefer? LucasArts, yeah, like what's it? I mean, some people really like point-and-click adventure games. Some people will take or leave it, if you will. But I'm curious to see what people's favorites, if you have any, are. Of course, a big fan of Monkey Island stuff, which is why I should really play Monkey Island 2. I feel really bad not having played it, but I don't really know where I'm going right now. I need some wood. Oh, I probably get the wood from the woodcutter, so I need the Millerith. I can't get that up. So, where'd I get it? I don't think there was a shovel for sale in the shop. Maybe there was. I didn't see one. May remind me which one. I think the 6th one, is that the one you play the princess instead? Is there a shovel here, a rake?
The asparagus jelly goes here with all the other jellies.
Yeah, I disagree. It should be put here with the other vegetables.
I say it goes here.
And I say it goes here.
Okay, but I need to go to the toilet.
No way.
There's the shovel
You have
there.
to restrain yourself.
Look, this is my body as much as it is yours.
No, it isn't. I was here first. You just sprouted out of my shoulder.
Who shouldn't have been
But I
mucking
can't
about
buy
with
it. Oh,
glowing
well.
rocks then?
Shut up.
I need the toilet.
Ask nicely.
Can we go to the
I could just wonder somewhere you just find a shovel and pick it up. Scope around. Oh wow, yeah, that's the thing too, is like the game must be well designed to handle that, because if you get to a point where your soft locker can't proceed, that that kills all the enjoyment of the game, because then you're gonna second guess every decision. The games here, like, you literally cannot soft lock. I got everything in here. The moose head. So there's gonna be a shovel somewhere, I bet, that I missed. Or we'll get later, because that kind of unlocks the whole thing. Because like, if I can dig up the Millerith right now, or pickaxe or something like that, I don't remember. Yeah, that's brutal. Shovel here? No. I need something to... Is there anything else in the... fit in here? Close the drawer. Wizard stuff. Yeah, that's brutal, and that's the thing too where I always enjoyed more the LucasArts side of thing. I think they're more welcoming in the sense that you're not gonna, quote unquote soft lock, which is what you're talking about here. I mean, that's brutal. Especially that, and if you don't make multiple saves, then you're really host, right? So there was no pickaxes in the shop, right? The pickaxe I can break.
The asparagus jelly goes here with all the other jellies.
Yeah, I disagree. It should be put here with the other vegetables.
I say it goes...
Anything else I can use for digging out anything in the ground? Light something on fire. Really? Because, I mean, they have the special edition ones, which I know goes here. I haven't been down to the witch's cottage for a while. I don't know if there was anything else here, but... Oh, I can just walk in now. Hello.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll take this.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Ain't no one ever told you not to steal from a witch?
I was only borrowing it.
Borrowing it, eh?
Sorry?
Oh,
Get
okay.
out of here before I do something nasty.
Yes, ma'am. Phew, that was a close one.
I think there's something you're supposed to do in here now, but I don't remember now. Of course, not taking anything, but...
So, the little wizard has returned. You want to fight, do you? You want a wizard's duel?
Okay, I'm game.
This will end well.
Ha! You're not even a proper wizard yet. Get out of here before I show you some real magic.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't yet.
Phew, that was a close one.
Now I'm trying to think of where else to go. Because we've been up there. What else? I need a peg there. Gold Bridge, center of the forest. Up to the owl? Alright, thanks for stopping by, Full Fresh. See you later.
In that case, I have some more advice for you.
Yes.
Whoa, glitching out.
Look, both ways before crossing the street.
Yeah, that one was really good too. I played that on the PS Vita actually. So I got it for free on PS Plus, I think.
Come back later for more.
It's a date.
Remember where this goes. Just here. Yeah, I need a way to get the middle area out of the ground. And I don't know that I have a way to do that right now. I think there's a place... there's somewhere here you get back to the cart that you were in. I don't know if I've seen that. So many crossroads here. My goodness. Oh, there's that.
It's been over an hour.
Got a little problem with the front nozzle. Soon have it sorted.
Yep, don't worry about me. I just used it for one thing. Well, there is a spot in the forest you can get to where that's the place that was in the intro, if anyone remembers, in the beginning. I need a fossil for that dude. Oh, he'll probably get the pickaxe. I don't have anything to do, so what's a frog's bane for? That guy will probably give him the shovel. I don't know where to give the frog's bane, though. The ring. Fire extinguisher. So yeah, I'll need to give a fossil to this guy from somewhere.
It says, caution, paleontological dig in process.
Check up here again. I don't know if there's anything else here, because that just goes to the... So where does the frog's bane be used? Kind of what happens with all these adventure games. You hit that wall eventually where you don't know what the next step is. So clearly need another pin here. Suppose I can walk over here. Or hop. Yeah, you can. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, what's over here then? I haven't been here yet. This looks like a lovely place here. That's right, there's a tree here. Oh. Oh, magical tree.
What are you staring at, mate?
You can talk?
Give the kid a cigar.
That's amazing.
No, it's just magic.
What sort of magic?
The usual sort.
I think we have to clean off the splotchy I was on there, but I don't remember how to do that. And
that's why it's so cold. The magic has mutated and made it into perpetual winter.
Do you know any magic?
Well, I've picked up the odd word or two as I went along. Can't quite remember what they do, though.
Alright, Remnant, thanks for stopping by.
Tell me them. Tell me
It's some
them.
magic words.
It'll cost you, I'm afraid.
I seem to spend forever running errands for people.
Everyone's good at something.
What do you want?
See this pink splodge?
Yeah?
It's paint.
Yeah?
It means that bloody woodcutter will be coming along later to chop me down.
The tree just scratches. Okay.
What do you want me to do about it?
You could remove the paint for me.
What's it worth?
If you do it for me, then I'll tell you some magic words.
Okay, sounds fair to me.
You can probably get some white spirit at the shop in the village.
Righty-ho.
Hurry up, though.
Alright.
I'm on it.
I have money, I can do that. Alright. Let's go back to the village and then buy the paint cleaner. There's Zoe again. Ow. Hi, cat. Okay, move the... Let's see, what do we have? I think I saw that here earlier.
Asparagus jelly goes here with all the other jellies.
Yeah,
Domestic
I
cleaners.
disagree. It should be put here with the other vegetables.
I would like to buy this.
This is a faulty batch.
It's gotta be here somewhere. Can I talk to them about it?
Excuse me.
Alright.
See you around.
Bye.
Cosmetics. I know it's in here somewhere. Books. White spirit, there we go.
I would like to buy this.
Alright.
That'll be 1 gold piece.
Okay, here you are.
Anything else, sir?
I just like to browse.
Hi, Zoe. Okay. Now we just need to go back all the way up there. Fortunately, we can hop to the dragon and get there closer. So the thing with the venture games is that they're harder to stream because it is just like, again, if you get stuck or something. And they were very popular for a reason, right? They were, you know, they're telling a story and cool graphics and everything, and like there's a lot of really good ones, of course. But they're a bit of a challenge to, at least I find, to do streaming, because either you're going to get stuck, or it's just a matter of like you're just waiting for the story to progress. So, but I felt like playing this one because it's been so long. Sometime I need a rag too to wipe this off or something. I might. Ink splodge. There we go. Aha! Clean it off. Spin up. Look at that tree. Keeping some magic words now.
Your problems are solved.
I'm very grateful.
So, how about those magic words?
Okay. I don't know what they do, so be careful.
What are they?
Alakazam, hocus pocus, abracadabra, and sausages.
Sausages?
Yep. Very powerful magic word is that.
I really do think I've been taken for a ride here.
At least I'm not going to be chopped down anymore.
Does anyone have any pink spray paint? I don't want to speak to it. It's a waste of time.
And that's it. Can I burn it?
That doesn't work.
Oh, that's right. Now we can maybe go to the witch. Fight her. We got some magic words now.
I don't think I want to go back in there until I'm better prepared.
Fine.
Back in there until I'm better prepared.
So I learned a couple words. I don't know what they do. And where to next now? So this is, again, the adventure game issue, right? I don't have the Calypso spellbook. Didn't miss much there. Oh man, I'm at a hot pocket forever. It's one of those things I overrated for a while, I think. I know there's something you need to drop in the that's where I can't get the spellbook. I thought that I was gonna get the spellbook from here, but
It must be Calypso's junk.
wizard stuff, just all wizard stuff.
A strange picture with strange symbols around it.
Hold on, hot pocket it this way. I'm that one forever, years ago. I think we used to live on Hot Pockets and Crunchwrap Supremes. I think it was one of those I had, Hot Pockets, and then we got a stomach bug, and then that had a natural reaction. That put me off that for quite a while. Same thing with, I had a chicken burrito years and years ago, and then I got stomach bug from that, and then that put me off chicken burritos for a long time. It was one of those, like, not like, you know, oh, well, I can't eat that, but it's just like anytime you brought it up, it just sounded terrible. No, they're not. Very few of those kind of fast things like that are good for you. I'll check in here again. Anything else here?
It's all laid and ready for tea.
Lovely little place. Can I cook something in here? I don't think I have anything I can cook.
That doesn't work. She's asleep on the floor.
Well, nothing here. So I remember with the frog's bane, because that was the thing that, you know, had to get, but again, need to find a fossil somehow. Don't remember where those are. To basically let the paleontologist give you this thing that I can do the mid-lift, the roll, whatever, and then the woodcutter, and all that stuff. And then I can get the balsa wood. Or the mahogany, I think. But, running out of things to try or places to go now.
It's a jar full of rather disgusting, smelly liquid.
What else? The troll bridge, the crossroads. What was the place here? Hot Pockets are not... They can be good, but, you know... Not the finest of cuisine. We already got the one ring. This is probably a place where I was playing solo by myself in a game like this. I probably would look it up, honestly, at some point. Because I just like, you know, sooner or later, you just don't have fun just running around, trying random things. Especially a game that's like this, that's so big. There's so many places to go and so many things to do. It's really hard to know where to go next. But I could have sworn there was a place where you run into the cart that they were trying to cook you in. Or the place there. I haven't seen it. Or at least have a map handy. Like an actual map. This just goes here. Yeah, it looks delightful, and you have these locations here that don't really do anything. Just look pretty. This might be the beginning here. Okay, that's the, nothing here. It's really neat, like, I don't know anything about DOS programming or anything, but it's like they built custom engine for all of these things, I guess. I mean, most games were using their own engine, unless they were... Goes on to the wizard, right? Or the, witch. I am the wizard. Sorcerer. Yeah. Don't forget about that. Yeah, I need the mahogany, and I'm pretty sure I can get that from the woodcutter, but I need to get into the woodcutter's place first. Anything here? That's true, yeah. Just image rays scaling around and everything. It's neat when I have a one game that's I mean, there's that itch.io thing that they do like DOS games almost yearly, right? I was gonna cover it and just ended up not doing it, just didn't have time, but for the last one. This goes to here. This is like a 5-way crossroad. I'm gonna check all those. Nope.
Is it done yet?
Sorry.
We're just waiting for the paint to dry.
Nah. That's true, yeah. There's a lot more to it now. I mean, at least you have, like, full APIs and tool sets to use in theory besides writing it from scratch. But depending on engine, too, especially a 2D game like this. Not there. It came from the bottom ones. Where does this one go? Here. I could have sworn there's a place where you run into the thing that was in the beginning and they left stuff and you pick up something there that gives you something that helps. Just an owl. I've been like everywhere, so. Back here. I need a map here at some point. But we won't spend too much more time if I'm just completely stuck here. So that goes up there. This goes same place here. Nice, yeah, for sure. That goes back here to the worms. Yep, we're just going in circles now. So there's somewhere I need to go. Of course, I have the ring and the frog's bane, which are brand new. Fire extinguisher, I think used later. But that's how it was with these games. Like, you just, I think there's a troll bridge here. Yep. You just got to this point right now where I don't know where to go, so you just have to run around and talk to everyone and try everything, and eventually you find something that will help. Tree was not helpful at all. Yeah, I'm just walking in circles now. Oh well, might be time to call it there, I guess, but it is a save. There's the puddle again. Use that postcard. If you like point-and-click adventure games, that is still a highly recommended game to try, because, you know, like many different games from that era, not all of them were that good, but this one I would consider to be on par with the LucasArts ones, and the second game is really fun too. It's more exactly the same, and it's a direct sequel, of course, number 2, but it actually continues where the story left off, so it's fun to see. You get to see the other characters where they were and stuff like that, so it's a fun one to play as well, so I do recommend this and the second one if you have an opportunity to play it. I don't know if you can buy this on modern stuff. There might be available on... Maybe I even saw it on iOS or something, but it's on Exodus, so it's not hard to play on original hardware or DOSBox or something. Super fun games, honestly, if you like point-and-click adventure games. No complaints there, but probably call it there. Again, we're stuck where we are, and I might have to look up where to go next, and maybe I'll do that later here, but I don't want to bore you guys with just running around in circles for hours, but that's pretty good progression. We got through a lot there, so... but yeah, I think that'll do it for this week. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Thanks so much for stopping by. And we'll figure out another game. I think some ideas for next week. We'll see. Or I'll just pull something else out at the last second. Who knows? But I don't do the adventure games point and click too often because of the things I talked about earlier. So anyway, appreciate everyone hanging out. And look for the next video here in the next few days, I think. I'm going to start working on that Super Socket 7 build. So otherwise, I'll see everyone next week. Have a good one. Have a good weekend, and see you next time. Good night.